Yo, let me tell you about a podcast that's on the rise. Infinity Equation, it cover everything in our eyes. From Marvel Legends to Transformers and G.I. Joe. If you're into action figures, this is the place to go. Infinity Equation, they know the equation for all the best action figures and collectibles in creation. From Hasbro to Nikaya, they cover every nation. If you love figures, it's the perfect destination. If you love figures, it's the perfect destination. On the show, from designers to collectors, they share their insights and tips for all you figure protectors. They review the latest releases and talk about their features, from articulation to accessories. They are the true believers. Infinity Equation, they know the equation for all the best action figures and collectibles in creation. From Hasbro to Nikaya, they cover every nation. If you love figures, it's the perfect destination. If you love figures, it's the perfect destination. The hosts are passionate and funny. They keep it real. They share their own collections and make us all feel like we're part of the conversation with jokes and banter. They make the show entertaining like a comic book adventure. Infinity Equation, they know the equation for all the best action figures and collectibles in creation. From Hasbro to Nikaya, they cover every nation. If you love figures, it's the perfect destination. If you love figures, it's the perfect destination. If you love figures, it's the perfect destination. So what you in the bitch? So if you're in the figures and you wanna know the latest news and reviews and where to go for the best in collectible, don't hesitate, check out Infinity Equation, they'll make your day great.
What is going on, everybody? How you doing? I hope you're having a great Friday. It's once again another episode of the IE Podcast. I am your host, Dante, aka Dark Joker Zen. I want to welcome you all to the new folks, the old folks who have been here. Appreciate you all showing out. Appreciate y'all coming here to watch the show. Thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. I appreciate it. So before we get started, I did want to say a couple things to the new subscribers. Thank you for joining. I appreciate y'all. To the guest last week, Giselle, it was amazing. Please go follow her if you haven't. But we got a great guest on tonight as well. So before we get to that, we do have the number one on the scoop, action scoop reporter from San Diego Comic-Con, coming live to us from San Diego, Ms. Dama Cicciaro. Hey, hello.
Number one.
That's right. The number one, the only one reporter out there.
What's up?
How you doing, sir? How you doing? How is it out
there? Good. It's warm. And you're doing a lot of walking. Let's just say I put a hole in my pants from all the walking.
It could be like Ollie. It's hot.
Yeah. And I did see RG yesterday too. I ran into him.
I'm surprised how big that convention is. I'm surprised anybody running anybody.
Yeah, you run into a lot of people, but we ran in at the Nacelle booth. He was working hard.
As always, with great looking hair, that was, I guess, as well too.
Yeah, it was very nice and luxurious.
Always. Well. All right, folks. Well, you know what? One thing, there was something else I was going to say, and I can't remember what it was. All right, well, you know what? I can't remember what it is. I'm not going to hold up any longer. Let's bring in our guest, Vincent, a.k.a. Vasco Toys. How you doing, sir?
Good to be here.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Glad to talk with you about creating, collecting, and some SDC stuff, too. Since it is the great SDC weekend.
Yes, very excited.
This is weird. I am not seeing any comments. Usually it's chatter. Let me see what's going on here.
I think most of the chatter is usually me.
It is super weird because I do not see, like, unless there's something going on with StreamYard, I don't see anything. Just want to double check and make sure. So Vince, how's your week been? How you doing?
It's been pretty good. A lot of stuff going on. At the day job. My family, they're getting ready to go back to school already in a couple weeks. So just kind of finishing out summer with them, doing that kind of stuff. Lots of busy stuff going on. What about you?
I'm good. I'm surprised kids going back to school this early. Like, dang, oh.
Yeah, we're in South Carolina.
it's
So they get out in they got out like right around Memorial Day, and so then they go back the first week of August here.
Gotcha. Sorry.
My mom worked on a military base, and my dad studies housing department.
Sorry, I had to. Go on. Man. But I'm good. I'm tired. That's the best way I can put it. I am ready to retire from working, and just sitting like this, drinking my coffee, and watching like who knows what movies, TV shows, catching up. I'll be able to have time to catch up on all the TV shows I've been missing.
Yes. Yeah, it's not easy to keep up with all the stuff we want.
That is true. Very true. But I'm glad to hear. I think we lost Dom. Now we have to bring him back.
Uh-oh.
I'm back.
There he is.
It's that hotel Wi-Fi.
Oh man! Yeah, they kicked the other one. They kicked the other Dom out. He's messing everything up. So, again, thank you, Vince, for coming to hang with us. And thank you, Dom, for taking time at SDCC to come hang on the show. Take some time out of reporting from the show to come hang with us.
Yeah.
I know you and Vince have a little bit of history.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Dom, Vince, explain to us y'all's history, because I know a little bit about it, but let's tell the folks how you all know each other.
Yeah. So Dom is historically one of my best customers for buying dioramas, especially in my steady commission state when I used to do a lot of commission work when I was first starting out. I don't really, because of the focus on the YouTube channel now, I don't do a lot of commissions. In fact, I've been telling people who ask, like, right now, I can't really support doing commission work, but I do from time to time do, like, I'll make things and sell them. And I think, Dom, you mostly just bought stuff that I've already made. I don't remember if you anything.
I haven't done commissions, but I've bought stuff, and then we've talked about like stuff I've made with your advice,
right?
Like my trees.
Yes, and you have some of the backdrops too, right?
Yeah, I have 5 of the backdrops, I think, and I have the little terrain piece, a little like mountain piece, and then I have the big mountain piece.
Yeah, that was the most recent one. Yeah, the backdrops that, for anyone who doesn't know, I have a partnership where I've designed these backdrops. I wish I had one to show. They're in my workshop, but I
just brought it up because I had my other ones down the base. I have 2 of the backdrops for you. I had the
Yes, you do.
And the Night City one.
Yeah. And so I haven't done a new design in a while, and I need to change that because for a while, the way the backdrops would work, they're printed professionally on Ultra Board, and I have a 30 by 16 size and then a 14 by 14 meant to fit in a DTOF back when they were still making those. But it used to be that I had an original print shop. I would place the orders. I'd have to go get them, pack them myself, and ship them out to people. But now I have a different print shop that prints them, and it's actually better quality, and they do everything. So they print them, pack them, and ship them for me now. So it's a much more manageable thing for me to offer to people. Whereas before it would take me like, a half hour to drive there and get the backdrops, and then I'd have to come back and pack each one, it would take like at least a half hour to pack each one properly so they wouldn't break. So that's something that, you know, I offer on all the places that I do sell things, Etsy, my website, and even eBay, which was my original place of where I would sell things. But yeah, Dom is somebody that also, not only did he buy my stuff and has for years, but he also is constantly posting my stuff, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Because as a diorama artist, a lot of us, I've talked to a lot of different artists, and we all kind of wonder sometimes, like, what happened to that piece that someone commissioned, or because, you know, some people aren't into photography, or maybe they are and they don't post their stuff. So sometimes you make something and you never see it again. So it's really cool that you know, customers, when they do post things and I get to see that they're enjoying them.
Yeah, I would say if anybody's ever sketchy about the quality, don't be. Vincent has top quality stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's nice and rigid and firm too. So like, I never worry about if it's gonna break or anything like that. Like I could bang it and around. Like I try not to, but sometimes like I'll drop something on it. But you know, figures fall when you're trying to set them up. And
they always do that, right? Especially when you're just about to press snap and then they fall down. Yeah, that's funny.
And if you want to check out, the link is in the description below to Vince's Etsy. I think it's the Etsy shop, because I tried to get to the website, but for some reason it kept taking me to. Yeah,
man, it's a Shopify website. There's no reason that it shouldn't work, but it doesn't sometimes for people. Sometimes it gets flagged as like a suspicious website, even though I've never had like any customer issues or anything. And that's why I kind of was like, I got fed up with it, and I really started focusing on Etsy more, because it was just like people would want to buy something, and then all of a sudden they couldn't get to my site, and then I'm losing out and they're losing out. So yeah, the Etsy is probably the best place right now.
Well, the link is in the description below. If you want to check it out, please go look at it. Amazing quality stuff. Before we get any further into everything, Vincent, what did you get this week?
So I opened these probably this week. So I got a couple of third-party. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. In fact, like right above, I don't know if you guys can see, this is currently my Dragon Ball shelf, which is stuffed full of stuff. And then I also have this setup over here and another setup that you guys can't even see on camera. So I love Dragon Ball. Most of my channel is kind of centered around Dragon Ball, but I do some other things. But I got these third-party figures, and I actually have another one to show you too. So this is Kami 1 Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And I'm telling you guys, like when I started collecting again when I think in 2018. So back then they didn't have a lot of like really good bootlegs, or the bootlegs that they had are third-party stuff. It always seemed off to me, so I never got into it. But this honestly looks and feels to me like an official figure. And this company does an incredible job with like the faceplate. It's just top notch. So I have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I have Future Gohan from, I think it's Has Creations, another third party company. I have him with his 2 arms right now, but he also comes with like the severed arm accessory, which is kind of how he is most of the time in that movie. He comes with Super Saiyan heads, super cool. And then this is Demoniacal Fit Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Blaster Goku. I didn't have a Super Saiyan
over there
before this, and so I was pumped to get this because I've been wanting to get a Super Saiyan 3 for a while, and he comes with this absolute beast. This thing is just, you can do the Super Dragon Fist with this thing, and it's, you know, a cool display. I'll figure out somewhere to kind of put it in here, but those are the things that I have been focused on. And I actually had a video come out today that reviews all 3 of those third-party figures.
Very nice.
Yeah. What did you guys get? Anything?
Oh man, we'll go to Dom because I got.
All right. So there's not much I have on hand at the moment, but I did manage to get the. I'll take it out of the package. That might be a good idea. But I got the. So when I went to Mythic Legions, their line was empty when I went first thing in the morning. So
really?
I managed to pick up the legendary barbarian or the legendary warrior.
Wow.
So I've been waiting for that one. And then when we were at Target the other day, just like getting stuff for the room, I did get that. I found that Hall of Champions 4-pack for the IC title. So you get CM Punk.
Oh.
You get Dom Mysterio.
Yeah.
Hey, don't mess with him. you get you get the Honky Tonk Man, and then you get really the main reason I bought this set and probably the only figure of it that I'm going to keep is you get Pat Patterson with the original IC title.
Goodness.
And what's cool about it is so like these old titles are like very like small and dainty. So like this strap is so thin. I don't know if you could see. It's only got one loop here, where the like the normal titles have two.
Yeah.
So like it is a small title.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get rid of CM Punk, you let me know.
I'll send it to you.
I appreciate it. I'll take that CM Punk.
And then I did manage to order that the WWE exclusive on Mattel Creations with Cyndi Lauper and Captain Lou and Roddy Piper.
Oh, nice.
And then most of the stuff I pretty much ordered. And then I'm going to try to hit up the Hasbro booth on Sunday when I get back into the con.
Okay.
And I want to get that Professor X.
Wolverine. I want cheese pizza.
And then I stopped by the Nacelle booth, and they have some of the Star Trek figures available, like the Wave 1 figures. Oh. And I might grab Sulu, even though I have him in my pile of loot. But if I cancel it, I can get store credit back, so I could just get it now.
Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense. Yeah. Like, are these figures? Those
what's that?
The Star Trek ones, are they 6-inch or like they're 7-inch?
So they seem to be height wise like slightly shorter than McFarlane, but like closer to that scale.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the booth they had the bridge on display, like fully built. That thing is massive.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But I like that they're going to be selling it in parts.
Yeah. You know what? I just have Vincent help me build one. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I was like, Vincent, look, I want to build a Star Trek bridge. You want to go half one?
Dante, you 3D print, right? Don't you have 3D print?
Yeah, I do.
You could probably work something out with the printers too.
Yeah. I gotta get another 3D printer, which has now become like a collection of figures now.
I know.
It's a sickness. When you get a 3D printer, it's a sickness. It's a sickness if you get it. You're like, man, I had 2. I don't know what I could do. If I had 3, what I really do. I have 4, and then it's just like, why do I have to all of a sudden?
So you guys know Diabolic Studios, right?
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Mike. Yes, indeed.
So yeah. So I have had the pleasure of going to his what he calls Diorama HQ. There are 50 printers running in there. 50. And I walked in and I have footage of this because I'm going to use it in the future. He has some bigger printers that I needed help with because I'm going to actually make a future Trunks Destroyed City diorama for this and some of my other figures. And I designed this gigantic like destroyed house. It's kind of like I guess they're like a semicircle off the ground type of a building. If you kind of like Captain Corp looks. Yeah. And so he printed it for me and I went there and I picked it up and I was like, hey, let's film while we're here. And I did a couple of shorts with him, but there's going to be a lot of the footage in that video because I have him like explain like the printers we used and like why we had to do it the way we did. But I walked in and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have never in my life seen something like this. And all of them are running, like he's just constant. He's He's got the Wall XD stuff and a bunch of other things. And it was very impressive for sure.
I can only imagine. I can truly imagine. That would be my dream. Yes, I have 50 printers, and this is what I do all day. Until one of them messes up and like you.
Yep. He was running pretty much exclusively Bamboo Labs, different kinds. And then after I left there, I ended up buying a second Bamboo Labs printer. Like maybe a month later, they did their sale, and I was like, yeah, I do kind of need one of these again because I already had one, but I still had an Ender. I still had an Ender 3, and it was annoying me. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna. My younger brother loves tinkering with his printer, so I was like, you can have this. And then I just got the P1S. I have a P1P, and now I have a P1S. And now I have to stop for a while.
Never stop. Never stop.
Never stop. Just a break.
Exactly. Hey, what's going on, Bart? Since I've been waiting for years for Dante to make me an indie hat. Look, I'm not even gonna go into it, Bart. I'm not even gonna go into it with you tonight. What is going on, Stride? How you doing? It says looking forward to seeing that diet.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to start on it until maybe September. Because I have 2 videos I know I have to do before then, which are the Goku Fighter of Rage video he just came out, and then the Bardock video that I want to do when that comes out in August. So after those 2 things happen, then I can get back into Dio mode for the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I gotta get stuff ready for Legion's Con at this point, and that's why I'm looking to.
When is Legion's?
Was that November?
I think it's the 5th and 6th of November.
Yeah,
something like that. 6th and 7th. It's the first weekend of November.
Okay, that's something I really want to go to at some point, just as an attendee, because
it's good.
Fielding a booth for a trade show, I've learned, is just not something that is very easy for me to do. I do Joe Fest every year, the last 3 years, and I can't do more than one. But I'd love to go see it because Mythic Legions are amazing. I had to stop getting them for a while, but my bottom shelf here is Mythic Legions and a few other fantasy things, but I think they're awesome.
Yeah, Legion's Con is like a big haven for creators. Like it's a lot of 3D printed stuff, dioramas. Like I talk to Lone Wolf Labs all the time over there, who I also get a ton of dioramas from. And Diabolic was there last year. We got to hang out a lot.
You had the castle, right, last year?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's great. Like I feel like for creators and just like you, if you're just looking just to hang with everybody, it's a great place to go. Like
that's the good part too, is it's in the hotel. So like the show ends at 5, but then everybody just hangs out in the lobby until like 3-4 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And just talking and hanging out, just eating, having a few drinks.
Exactly. It's in New Jersey, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I guess it's my turn. So let me go ahead and do this here real quick. I'll speak through mine. So cabinet number 1 finally got built. That is cabinet number 2 is next to it, to the other side. It's just sitting there. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but as you see, it's Monster Force, Acid Rain, Legion. No, sorry, Savage Crucible, and the Legions on the bottom. And the other one is Dark. I can't. Cosmic, Inhumans, some Builder figures, some Mezcos, and my Greek mythology 3 figures that they ever came out with, which I'm kind of upset about. They should have kept one more. They get Max Thor, which is a very, very good figure.
That looks so cool.
Oh, he is awesome. Like this is a maximum figure right here, worth it. I got everybody's favorite, Smart Hulk with the bunny sliver. He's going to 3D print some stuff. He's going to 3D print some stuff. He's got a glass and he's ready to 3D print. I I got some Liefeld figures that have feet. But these are actually cool. I like these. These are real. Loose Collector did a really good job on these. On these young bloods.
Yeah, they could. They look like they can move really awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
him like I think this is Shaft. Like like his belt, like this piece and the harness were all like separate. So I'm like, all right, well, how do I get this belt on? And I was like, oh, maybe it just and it detaches. So his torso detaches from his legs, and you can slide the belt on, and then pop the torso back on.
Nice. Yeah, he looks really cool.
Yeah, this is like I feel like this is like the best one. I do like this one.
Yeah.
Just the look. I wasn't a real like a big Youngbloods fan back in the day, reading comics, but I do remember them. But like he looks amazing. I did get my box wave in. Did I get anything else? No, that is it. That is all. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't remember for life of me if I did anything else this week. My life flashes before my eyes so quick. I don't know what happened. But all right.
Also, it's funny on Tuesday before I flew out, I got the Mondo 1/6 scale Donatello in. So like, I just had a few minutes to just like check it out and stuff. And then last night we were at the Toy Migos party, and who's sitting right next to me is Brandon Gash, who designed the figure, and he's looking at me. He's like, "So how do you like it?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't really have a chance to mess with it yet, but."
Thank you for reminding me, because I did order the Mondo Keldor 1/12 Keldor. So this will be my first Mondo figure. Because I had to get Keldor. I like Skeletor, and that Keldor looks really cool. Actually, I forgot I did get the Master of the Universe Chronicle Skeletor, which is an amazing figure. Mattel has done a great job with that figure. Like I love it. So I did get Keldor, and I was able to get Jim Bro Skeletor. So if you've seen Master of the Universe, you know Jim Bro Skeletor.
Yes. Yeah.
All I've been hearing all weekend is how impossible that is to get.
Oh, I got it. They actually just shipped it today. It shipped out today.
Yeah, people are telling me like the only way to get it is to know somebody.
I only got one, so you don't know me. But no, he looks awesome. I'm super excited to get him in hand. That's like one figure, like one of many figures I got on my desk. I'm really excited to take pictures of. Like I want to take pictures of Thor, Professor Hulk, some of the Monster Force figures I got. Like I'm super like the Demon and the Goblin, because I was like, I was telling Dom the Goblin works great with like the 2-pack Mandarin figure. Like it'll work well with them. Like that's like a good pairing. That's why I need to get some more. But yeah, like this week has been. Oh, and I did pre-order my Akuma from Jada Level, and that's the only thing I could get from the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Everything else was gone. When I literally tell you, like waiting in line, it was gone. Gone.
Yeah, my orders, I had them in my cart, and then while I was like waiting in line to check out, I was literally watching them sell out by the time I got to check out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was there like at the time, and it didn't work.
Which is weird, because at the con it was like impossible to get on the line, but the actual stuff lasted until like halfway through the day before anything sold out.
Which is wild.
Like the first thing to sell out was the head pack that I heard of, and surprisingly the metal figs.
Oh, really?
The metal figs were the first thing to sell out, and then probably like around noon, 1 o'clock, I heard that the heads pack sold out, but Invincible was still in stock, T-Hawk was still in stock, Akuma, but you couldn't get on the line because there were so many people.
That makes no sense. I just wanted the Invincible figure. The Akuma Invincible figure were the ones I really wanted. I couldn't get Invincible, but that's all right. That's fine. Thanks to you, I was able to cop one from Australia. From Australia.
Yeah. Well, you could thank I think Brad Harper and Cheney for that one because and apparently that's a popular site in the Toy Migos Discord. So I asked Cheney how I could get one, and he told me about that site.
Well, Just Jay already got his. I know I know how he probably got his, but he does have it. He did put up pictures of it. So, all right. So before we go any further, let's go into these comments real quick. Strides says congrats on the Goku figure.
Thank you.
Bart says Cosmic Legions is like crack for me. Yeah, the Cosmic, like the new ones are like they look great. The new ones look amazing. Bart says save room for the dragon.
You'd have to build another shelf for that one.
Yo, the way I'm trying to redesign this room, like these sentinels behind me are gonna probably go, and it's gonna be a giant screen TV there with like all my whole console system on top of it. So I don't know how I'm gonna make that work. But yeah, the dragons. I think the dragons just gonna go on the dining room table at this point because I have nowhere else to put. Congrats on the Hulk and Thor. Thank you. Like great figures. I suggest anybody get them. Stride says I just got the Marvel Rivals Spidey and Luma Snow from Target for 40. Oh, nice. Damien says good tidings off. Bad backdrops, guys. But Vincent, no anime Mysterio. Yeah, I guess you know it's right.
Yeah, he's in there. That's all most of my Spider-Man villains are back there and some other villains. But yeah, he's back there.
Yeah. One day I'll do a full video room tour because it's like just up here and then the basement. So yeah, it's like
it's not easy to do a room tour where you can maintain attention for people.
Yeah,
I did one time, I think in 2022, and it's not the easiest thing to do.
no, like the only thing that stays consistent is the basement because that's like Joe's and most of my Marvel Legend and my Army builders. Like that one stays consistent, and it has some West Coast in there too. But other than that, like up here, like it always like kind of mess. Like these are like all the newest ones because I just don't feel like going to the basement, and the detox are already filled up down there, and I don't feel like messing with them. You know?
Yeah.
Let me take this down, like there's nobody seeing them anyway, except for me. It's like, All right. Good night, guys. Click. Like, just go back upstairs.
It's weird. I technically can't do a room tour because I don't really display. Like I have like a display collection and then my main collection.
Right.
And if you see my basement, it looks like a library because I have everything in my boxes, and then I have those in wire racks. So it's all labeled in boxes, like what figures in what box, what the accessories.
And then that's what I need to do. Like next, like so the room next to this one is where everything gets stored at. Like there's figures that still haven't opened up yet that are just piled up in there, and I'm like, I look at them like, one day when I have room for you guys, one day. Yosel, how you doing? Listen to me, Josel. Sorry, I'm messing up. That's my fault. You can holler at me later. Josel says, hola.
Hello.
John says, I'm interested in HR Skeletor. Yes, I'm interested in HR Skeletor, but I gotta get Date Night Skeletor now. Date Night Skeletor is coming up next. They're telling me what to do. They knew what they were doing. They're like, we're gonna get them. They're gonna love us.
Speaking of cool dial pieces, I just sent you a picture on Instagram of something cool in the Legion's booth. It's old figures that have been out, but they had a cool.
I see it. Yeah, we can 3D print that. Just asked me to put the Professor Hulk slippers on Thor. There you go. Johnny Coke, what's going on? He says down.
Johnny.
The man Beast Boy Don. What a teammate. Away game is a home game. Oh, here you go. What is going on?
I spent most of the day with Henrock yesterday, so man, Beast Boy's cousin.
Damien says I booked my ticket for the tour. Hey, if a tour ever comes around, my collection is in a proper insulated shed. Nice. I wish I could put mine in an insulated shed, but it's in an insulated room next door. It's semi-room temperature to a certain degree.
I actually did think of doing a video of my collection downstairs and just showing people the utter chaos. Because a few weeks ago, I posted a video of just boxes in my trunk, and it did like crazy views. And I was like, you can't even see what's in the boxes.
Before we get, I don't know what my next toy show is going to be, honestly. Actually, I'm sorry, I lied. It's going to be Titan's toy show in Nashville, Tennessee, which is the same week as New York Comic Con. Yeah. So you may see me at Comic Con for like 2 days, but I'm going to be in Nashville for 2 days. Worst weekend ever. But enough about that. We'll talk about that later. All that nonsense. We're here to talk to Vincent. We're going to focus on Vincent. We're going to have a good time talking to him, picking his brain about building and collecting. So Vincent, how did you drop into start making dioramas? What made you want to start building them? And what was your first one as well too?
Yeah, so I think it was in 2018. I had, I loved action figures as a kid. Like I had hundreds as a kid and was fortunate to have two brothers. So like we all kind of shared our stuff. I have a twin brother and then a younger brother. So we were just, we're in action figure heaven back then. We loved it. But then like a lot of people just kind of like when I was, maybe high school age going into college, I kind of just stopped. And then in 2018, after I was married and kind of just like, doing the normal, career thing and had a little one at the time, I was like, you know what? Like action figures are so cool and they look so much better now than they did back then. So I should get something. So I think I got like an Amazon gift card from work and got, I think it was the X-Force Deadpool remember the Deadpool wave with the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a bunch of different Deadpools and like the wife.
Yeah, and so I got that Deadpool figure, and then that year for Christmas, I think, and I think I bought a couple. I ended up getting, that's the only Build-A-Figure I've ever actually built before, and I ended up selling all of those a couple of years ago. But so I that kind of like reopened it for me, and then I started going to like Goodwill and things like that because I wanted to see if I could get some cool stuff and then sell the other stuff that maybe I didn't want. Because a lot of times you could kind of like go back then, I don't know how it is now, and you could buy a huge bin for like 10 or 15 bucks and there would be just like 100 different things in there. Some of it would be like pure garbage and then other things would be really cool. So my brother-in-law was doing really, really well reselling things that he found at yard sales, toys on eBay. So I started trying to do that. And then I noticed people using dioramas and stuff in their listing pictures. And I was like, what in the world are these, right? Like what? I didn't even know what a diorama was. I was just kind of like, this is captivating to me. Like there's a world and the characters in it and everything looks like it's the right size. So now I'm like really curious. And that's when I discovered Al Figures on YouTube. And basically at that point, I started making my own dioramas. The first few were really, really bad. You can go back and watch the first few videos on my channel, which are also really bad, and show the dioramas, but everyone starts somewhere, right? And once that happened, I was like, okay, we're done reselling things on eBay. And this is what we're doing now. And I just immediately fell in love with it. And I was just like this creative awakening kind of happened in me. I was, in high school, I was voted most artistic in my class. I used to draw nonstop, especially Dragon Ball stuff when I was growing up. And then in my 20s, I just wasn't using any sort of artistic ability at all. And I felt bad about it, but I didn't feel like I had my thing. And then once I discovered dioramas, I was like, okay, this is what was missing in your life, like in terms of like creative outlet and feeling like you're using your gifts and your talents and things. So then, I've been making dioramas since 2018. I think it was like October of 2018. And that Christmas, my wife got me my first SH Figure Arts figure, which was the battle damaged Goku, Super Saiyan Goku from Namek, which he's still in there. But and then it was just, that was another thing where it was just like, okay, we're all in on dioramas. I got the Goku for Christmas. It was like the only thing I asked for. And she delivered as she always does. And then I was like, now I'm also obsessed with this. So, and they go together. So now we're going to make Dragon Ball dioramas. We're going to make all kinds of things. And like I was telling you guys earlier, I was fortunate enough that people actually wanted to buy some of the stuff. And so at first I was just making stuff, people were buying it. And then I got my first few commission requests. And actually my first commission ever my second commission was a 4 foot wide by 4 foot wide lava scene for a gentleman's son who was a Dragon Ball fan who had like SH Figure Arts and Dragon Stars. And it was like a cracked lava terrain. So it had a bunch of like crack marks, and inside all the crack marks, I was supposed to make it so the lava would glow. And that one I actually hand delivered to the guy because I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to ship this. And I had never shipped a large diorama before. So it was just weird to me that somebody wanted to pay me to make that, and very flattering. And then kind of just got really fortunate to get a little bit of a following, people asking me to do commissions. And then I went through I think it was up until like 2022 or 3 where I was really heavy into doing commissions. So much so that I was able to actually finish paying off my student loan debt solely based off of the commissions that I did. So at that time I was dead set on like, even though I'm collecting, I'm not using any of the money that I make from diorama building to buy figures. I'm only using it on student loan debt. And fortunately was able to like knock all of that out. So it was a great thing for me. It was reconnecting with your creativity, and then also knocking out like a financial milestone over several years with the support of a lot of people I'm really grateful for.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it was able, I use it as a supplement and come to like, hey, I can pay all this off, just done with. You know what? And it's funny too, because like I wasn't voted. I'm not gonna say I was not voted creative kid of the year in high school because I was already kind of like drawing, but I was doing architecture in high school.
Yeah.
So like, oh yeah, I was like, all right. And then some guy sold me on wishing a dream of going to school for drawing. He's like, oh, my friends were like, hey, show me your drawings. You do drawings. I'm like, that's the guy, whatever. He's like, yeah, you should come to our school. Worst idea I ever had. Worst ideas that's never been given to me. That school sucked, and that's why it's defunct now. Not gonna say school is defunct at this point. But I understand. But I pivoted to something else. I pivoted to IT, and I was like, all right, I'll stick with this.
Yeah.
So I want to get back into drawing, like you. Like I want to get back into it. And sometimes, like what I do is like if I want to design something, I'll draw it out first. I'm like, all right, here's a little rough drawing. Then I'm like, okay, so I know how I want it to look. And then I'll be like, all right, then I can put it to like use. I'm like, all right, I mean, go ahead and put it in there so I can 3D print it. But that's amazing that you still got it. Keep it, please keep it.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's I think that it's interesting when you get the chance to meet other people in person. Like when I do Joe Fest, a lot of people come up to the booth and they like to talk about like, hey, I'm doing this creative thing or that, and they want to show you pictures and stuff. And they will always like preface it by saying like, well, it's not like what you have here or whatever. And I'll say like, when I first started, I never could have imagined that I could practice enough to be any sort of like good in my own head. So I also think a lot of people underestimate their creativity and they tie it to like, I'm not really good with a paintbrush or a pencil in my hand. Therefore, I'm not creative. I think that human beings inherently are creative, and sometimes that means different things. It can be creative thinking that's not like maybe artistic, or creative problem solving, or writing, or, you know, even like video work, right? Like creating a compelling video. That's a creative, there's so many different types of creativity. And really the point of the channel for me is just to encourage other people to use their creativity. And even if it's with your collecting, right? Like you can still collect figures and not make dioramas and have some sort of creative connection to it.
Yeah, that's very true. Like I think a lot of people do, like there's some, and I've said this like a long time ago, like so long ago. And Dom, you heard me say, like, just put the figures in front, pose them up, and is what you want, and just take this shot. Just take it. No matter what you think about it, there's always going to be somebody like, that's a great shot. If you don't mind a little critique, change this. That's how you, repetition is how you're going to get better. Just like, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, like, something I do on my page is on Fridays. It started off as a joke, but I kind of pivoted it into something hopefully productive. Is I do phone it in Fridays, where I take a picture of figures, like no backdrops, no diorama, just posed up on a table. And like, I want people to see, like, just if you're holding back, all you need is a phone and a figure. Just start taking a picture, and you're doing toy photography.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also the other thing that goes with what you guys are saying, sorry, Dante. You know, it's amazing what can happen if you just focus on getting 1% better every time you do something. Better than yourself, not anybody else. Because when I first started doing dioramas, I had all these guys I really looked up to, and their stuff was so much better than mine. And if I had focused on like trying to be as good as them, it's a very kind of like a crushing and insurmountable goal, because they have a head start over you. You're not going to be better than people right away, and that's not what it's about. But if you can be better than yourself, then, you know, you look up in 7 years and you're like, wow, I stuck with this, and, you know, it was incremental. But if you look at the stuff I was doing then and the stuff I'm doing now, there's a huge gap. But the gap only exists with those little incremental improvements every time.
Definitely. And like to Dom's credit, I want to take pictures, but that's why part of this is like me cleaning up everything in here, because so I can get back to that. But like, I'll sit here and post up stuff like this, like, and it's like, all right, so cool. Like, I have this idea, now I just got to build around it. And then also,
right there, that's creativity. Coming up with the poses is creativity.
And I'll say this, and it doesn't matter if you like Marvel, if you like DC, read comics. No matter what comic you're reading, you're always going to see a style that you're like, oh, I can do that with my figures. I can put that into that pose. Just read your comics. They're the best thing that will help you understand like the human anatomy. If you don't draw the way the body's positioned, they're a little bit more exaggerated, but you understand how you can get that movement, that action feel to it, to what you're trying to take, make it dynamic. Like, oh shoot, like I see that. Yeah, that's doing there. Like, yeah.
And also, Dante, like, they're such a great inspiration for diorama makers too. So you go in there and you're like, sometimes, like, I remember there's this one old Spider-Man, like it's kind of like a collection of old Spider-Man comics, and there's this one specific warehouse in there. And there's not anything really special about it, except I saw it and I was immediately like, I want this to be a diorama, you know, like and I still haven't made it, right? But like in my mind, I'm going to do this one day. But it's crazy. You're flipping through the pages and you're like, this would be such a cool diorama for my figures, right? And then you have also sort of a blueprint of what it should look like, because you have pictures of it, and hopefully there's multiple angles and you can kind of see this is how far things are away from each other, and start to kind of figure that out.
Exactly. And I'm glad you bring that, because that brings it to the next part. So how do you go about creating the dio that you want? What tools do you use in creating?
So I actually I'm going to start out with the basics because I think that's what most people are interested in. I recently showed this. It's not even, you can't even tell really. So it's XPS foam that you get at Home Depot. You can get it at Lowe's too, but this is I always get it at Home Depot. It's the 1 inch thick. And something like this might seem like it would be complicated, but it's actually incredibly simple because all I did was I measured out, like, this is supposed to be a concrete wall with cracks in it. And so I measured out the concrete section. So I used an X-Acto knife and a T-square just to make those lines. And then I went in and used the handle part of a screwdriver and a rubber mallet and literally just smashed it in to the foam. And that's how you get this spider cracking. Because I would never be able to carve this by hand and have it actually look good. It would look like someone was trying to carve actual physics into something. But I can't replicate that because it's never going to be as good as like me actually smashing it and having the ripple cracks naturally happen. Then this is all acrylic paint. So, well, actually I did a little wall spackle to get more of a concrete texture. Then I just did gray over top, and I have videos that show this on, but I'm just explaining it to you guys. And then paint washes. So black wash, water and black paint. That's it. I use a dropper bottle right on the cracked areas and let it kind of sit for a minute, then take a paper towel and blot it up. And not only am I sucking up the wash, I'm also doing it on the rest of the concrete because then I get this chalky look, which a lot of concrete has, like a chalky sort of a look where you have different texture or different colors happening. And then after that, I took different shades of brown washes and I used, again, dropper bottles I get on Amazon, real cheap, and just let water run down, because if this was a wall standing up and it's in the rain, then that's how it's going to get weathered. The rain is going to hit it and dirt and all that stuff is going to run down and it'll get into all these different crevices and stuff. And then after I let it sit for a minute, I blot up the parts I don't want to be there, let it dry, and then you have this. So pretty much anybody can make something like this. And this would be like a great thing for someone who doesn't have a lot but wants to do action figure photography. I actually have a reel where I just have Gohan like standing in front of this. And it looks cool, and he's not even doing anything. It's just a vanilla pose, right? Because this is wide enough that you could. And then if you got like, some props and stuff, you can kind of make this into something a little bit more than what you might imagine when you
and then work with the angles and
So that's part of the fun of it. And this is actually something I made like 3 years ago, and I forgot that it was in my shed. And I was cleaning out my shed the other day, and then I was like, hey, you know what? Let's make a video with this, like just to kind of explain it, because it's super simple and it makes it accessible for people, I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I loved it because I did see the video on it, and I love how you go step by step. I wish I could do that, but my mind shuts down because I have to write down everything, and I'm just like, you know what? I can't.
Well, and then, you asked about tools and materials and stuff, and there's levels to all this, just like there's levels to 3D printing, and there's even levels to your journey as a collector, right? Then, I do something like this, right? This is hyper detailed in a small space. And I was testing myself. I was like, how much detail can I put into, I don't even know. This is probably like 5 inches by 5-ish. And so I had a day off, and I was like, I'm going to build this one simple thing in a day. So this is 3D printed, the sewer cap, and it actually has the Vasco Toys logo instead of like the city name. But I wanted it to be like not front and center, which is why I mucked it up. And then the bullet casings, because I was thinking like this is kind of like a Punisher piece. They're just spoiled or like gone bad 3D printer filament, and I actually cut them a little bit too long. They should be smaller for 1/12 scale, and put them into like a cup, spray painted the inside of the cup, and then let it dry, and then just glued them on. And then these are pieces of paper that I printed out, ripped up, soaked in cold coffee, and then baked at 250 in the oven for like 5 minutes. And then if you want, you can kind of like light the edges on fire and make them a little bit more dirty. This is foam with, I've made the bricks. There's mortar in between, which is just lightweight wall spackle. So that has to happen first before I add in all this, the paper and the bullet casings and all of that. And then I started messing with AK terrain paste. So this is like an earth textured paste. It is expensive and it's not a huge thing, but for something like this, it's really cool. You can make your own terrain paste too if you wanted to. Okay. And then I was just kind of like, okay, like what does it look like at the street level? And if we were to cut a section out, like there should be some pipes under here. I don't know anything about, city planning, but I was like, let's get our imagination, right? So kind of like a concrete and pipe section or level. And then this is just straight up earth underneath that. So, sometimes if you're not sure, doing something small is a good way to practice things, and the stakes are not high because you're not doing like a whole alleyway. And what if you mess it up or it doesn't go the way you want? This is a good way to develop skills. And then I also have this one, which I was doing this as like a series. If I had like a hardwood floor and, someone crashed through a window, right? Or I don't know, like an inside of a warehouse, this is all foam. These are foam boards. So I did use a Proxon to get them cut to this thickness because that's where the foam is right there. Okay. Then if you guys follow Terrafoamer on Instagram, one of my favorite, one of like people who taught me so much. If you want believable hardwood texture, you should get a wire brush, like a metal wire brush from the dollar store. Yeah. Soak the brush in water, then scrape it on the foam. Not if you do it dry, it rips the foam. But if you soak the brush in water first, you'll see like I got the texture, but I don't have those weird, obvious foam rips that you sometimes see when people do hardwood. So these are individual foam pieces all glued together, not carved. So like 1, 2, 3, I glued them in a pattern. Then I did the texturing. Then I painted it. These are just popsicle sticks that I soaked in like my paint washes that I broke up. And then this was a failed 3D print that I cut up a little bit to make it look more believable. And then I used vegetable cutting mats that you can get at the Dollar Tree for the window or the glass. Actually, this is acrylic. This isn't Dollar Tree. And I scuffed it up with sandpaper and stuff so it looks like it's a little bit worn, and just glued everything in place. And then I had some, 3D printed pieces, and these are supposed to be like wood support beams. And I thought like somebody like Wolverine in here is like really cool just as a display, right? Yeah. So it's fun because the possibilities are endless, and the only limitations really are your imagination and your skill at that particular time. But you can develop that.
Exactly. We got a couple comments here. Greg, what's going on, Big Greg? What's up, gentlemen? What's up? And everybody knows who Greg is. If you don't know who Greg is, you gotta know who Greg is. Nicest guy that you can meet. Nicest giant guy that you can meet. One of the few giants.
You gotta jump to high five him.
Exactly. I have to jump to high five. I'm 6 foot. Yeah. Sharon says, I'm slowly working on a one-shot webtoon comic. Nice. Share it with us.
Nice.
I would love to see it. Bart says, Dante is so good. Hasbro stole his design for a throne. Hasbro did not steal. Look, as much as I love you guys, I appreciate y'all. Hasbro didn't steal it. Look, I consider it as flattery. That's it.
Well, Dwight did play coy when I asked him about it.
He's like, what? Oh, well, I ain't seen no throne.
He smiled and said, who's Dante?
I'm sure he will always say that. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. You look and see me on the throne, you're like, I'm going to hide that. Just says, I'm here for the tips. Daniel says, looks fab.
Thank you.
Plano Warrior says, "What's up, y'all? I'm in the lab with the crew. Very nice, awesome." Daniel says, "I'm looking for a controlled room type setup featuring multiple screens. Any tips, Vincent?"
Oh, actually, the reason I was looking up there is because I saw that question, and I think I'm going to answer it by pulling one of these down real quick, so you guys can kind of see. I have a couple of lighting or lit dioramas up here, and they're operated off of LED strip lights. So the Superman one, I don't know if you guys can, yeah, you can tell. So it has like 8 different settings on it, and it's the easiest way that I've found to do lighting on dioramas. But to answer your question, I'm going to bring this down, which is a Gundam hanger diorama. Let me just sit down and get situated here. So the way that I would do what you're asking is I would use LED strip lights if you want the control room screens to light up. And I would do something like what I did here. So this is one of the only non-112 scale dioramas that I've done. It's supposed to be a Gundam hanger, and it has the same exact light kit that I just showed with the Superman. In fact, if I use this remote, it might turn that on back there too. Even though I'm trying to just do it here. It didn't do it. But okay, so you see, I'm trying to make it so you see these lights. Let's see if I can get them. So right there, you can kind of see where the lights go on and off.
Yep.
This is all MDF. This is 1/8 inch MDF sheet. So this is what it looks like when you get it. I have a laser cutter, so I designed this and laser cut it myself. And then I have like a spot where the batteries, the battery pack is, and I can take it out, change the batteries, all that stuff. But what I would do is I would get yourself an LED strip light kit on Amazon and some vegetable cutting mats, which is what that material is. It's like an opaque sort of a window. Then you can use something that's called vellum paper, and it's also an opaque sheet of paper. Print whatever you want the screen to have on it, provided you don't want like actual electronics on the screen, which I have no idea how to do. But if you wanted like a static image of like a Batcave screen or something, you could print out what you want the screen to be. You kind of have to eyeball it to see like how big would this be in 1/12 scale. Cut that out, glue it on to the vegetable cutting mats, and then use the LED strip lights. You'll have to create some sort of there needs to be enough space between the image and the light so that it doesn't look like there are LEDs in there. So for example, for this, oh, there goes the Gundam. Hopefully I didn't break that, but we'll see.
Look, yes, it's the worst part.
Yeah. So with this, the LEDs are actually up in the top part here facing down, because if I had them directly behind the window, you would see those little LED bulbs.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out like the distance between the light source and the I guess like where it's going to be shown. And sometimes that's challenging. Like I did a Nerdzoic toy store, and I had a light with his logo on it, and I kept having to increase the size between his logo and the light source because it just wasn't looking like an actual sign in a toy store. So that's kind of my long-winded way of like how I would solve that problem, but there's probably a million other ways to do it too. So I'm sure you could find some other ways on YouTube as well. That's just the way I would do it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. J. Hello. This is making me want to get back into finishing some dives. Please.
Definitely do.
Yes. I encourage anybody to do it. Damien says, thanks. It says, ooh, nice. And then Plano War says, Gundam diorama is a way to my heart. Looks awesome.
Thank you. I have like 3 other Gundam kits that I want to build. I just haven't had time. One of them's the real grade version of this. I haven't built any. I have way too many. It was like the new obsession for a bit. and I want to
Oh,
get back into building them, but
I don't know
we'll
if you can see up top behind me, like there are. Hold on, I had to get up like an old man and turn the light on. Actually, as Murtaugh will say, I'm getting too old for this. But above me, so the ship is a Gundam that transforms, and then
cool.
I don't know what that one's really from. The other one's not a Gundam. Next to Ultraman, it's from a game called Nakara Point, I think it's called. And then I have one from Gundam Wing.
Oh,
The
nice.
Megazord is really cool. If you like Power Rangers, the Megazord Fury kit is really great. I don't know what the other one is. What kit that is? It's from a robot show that they're like vehicles that come together. So I don't know. I just bought them because they all look cool. Most of them look cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
My son is in a giant robot phase right now. So Gundams, Transformers, anything that's a giant robot is his thing. So I totally love that stuff.
Yeah, and it's so fun to build. Like it's like I was mentioning this earlier this week on Box Art. This kit is really fun. If you like Berserk, this is a fun kit.
I bet.
It really is. I just love putting them together, but sometimes it gets tough because I have big hands and there's little tiny pieces that fit in there. Like,
yeah.
And just wondering like who built this, like who designed this, because they didn't have big hands; they had small hands to do it.
They had hands like me, small hands.
No, they had a small hand. They had like the hands of a child. Like, yes, I can put this in there. Those kind of hands. But I did also want to ask you about too, because you beat me to the idea of it, and that was the hanger. Because of the amazing who I fight next time I see him.
Yeah. So that was really interesting because at that point, The Amazing and we were like, I've never met The Amazing. I'd love to meet him in person because he's been a huge supporter of mine. He used to buy a lot of dioramas from me, just like I was explaining, kind of like how Dom has, where he wasn't commissioning them in the beginning. Actually, in fact, the first thing that I ever I sent to him was this right here. This, you can kind of see it has the backdrop. It's like a section of a building with a backdrop built in, and we had a mutual friend, and I was like, hey, it would be so cool. This is in like 2020 probably, if The Amazing had or showed one of my dioramas at some point. So mutual friend knew him, connected us. He was like, yeah, please send over the diorama. And I sent it to him. And then he started buying dioramas from me kind of right after he saw the work and stuff, which was really cool. But the airplane cargo hold, that I think that was the first one that he commissioned me to do. So, I'm thinking like, okay, The Amazing is commissioning you to do something. And when he asked me to do it, I was like, how in the world am I going to do this? Right? Because I had some experience with 3D printing at the time, but I had never 3D printed like a full piece or anything like that. So I was thinking, like, I kind of call it like a hybrid approach. So how could I use 3D printing in the process, but not completely 3D printed, because my printers wouldn't have supported that. They were not good enough or big enough to do that. Right. So I came up with the idea of creating kind of like a skeleton that would form the circular cargo hold shape. So basically it was like almost like a skateboard ramp. Actually, somebody thought it was a skateboard ramp when I first posted the video, because it kind of did look like that, like a half pipe almost. So I printed this skeleton system that kind of went all the way around in several sections. Then I used chipboard I glued chipboard on to create like what would be like the sheet metal. And Mod Podged the whole thing, so it was shiny and hard. And it was because I didn't want it to break if he was going to be using it. And there was some air between like the skeleton. They were the bones kind of had spaces between them, so you could have you could have punctured it. So I was like, I need this to be as solid as possible. And then after I did all of that, I started dressing it up by adding on other layers of chipboard so it would look like actual sheet metal. And then I used sewing needles to mimic the rivets in there, which you can get super cheap at Hobby Lobby. And then I did do a couple of like 3D printed accents, like kind of just little things that I saw I was looking at, a lot of reference images, like what does an airplane cargo hold actually look like? I wanted it to have multiple layouts too. So I had the regular layout, which would be kind of like with a back wall, and where if you were just looking into the plane, I had a ramp that I built that went up to it. If you were looking into the plane and all the stuff was in there, that would be the view. But then I switched it so it could be a longer sort of like if you were looking from one side to the other side, like a longer hallway. So that he could kind of, because The Amazing is doing a lot of photos and things, and actually I don't remember the character's name. I think it was a Rumble Society character, because I only have one Mezco, actually, the Wolverine up there with the Sentinel. And The Amazing actually gave that to me as part of a commission that we did later on. But he used that was my first time having one of my dioramas use an official product photography for an action figure. And it was like, I have the screenshot saved, because I was like, wow, like that. I never would have thought that my stuff would be in an official product photo. And then a couple years later, I did the Destroyed City for G.I. Joes for The Amazing. And then that ended up in, I think it was like, I forget the exact name. It was like a Tactical Gear Snake Eyes Mezco or something. Like it was like a special.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and that was that. And for that one, literally all the product photos. So like I'm on Big Bad Toy Store looking, and I was like, that's my diorama that I made that are in the photos, right? So The Amazing's definitely been like very, very kind to me, very supportive. Helped me get a lot of visibility with the toy community, and also a very, very easy person to make a diorama for, because some people are very specific about their dioramas, but he is someone who lets the artist kind of like he wants what he wants and he asks you for it, but then he just kind of lets you do your work. Whereas I've had other people who kind of want to be more involved every step of the way, which is fine. Like that, everyone, you're paying money for something that you want. I understand that.
Yeah, no, I get it, and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to talk about, because I did have that idea, and you stole it from you and him stole it from me.
It was 100%. I remember I was standing in a store with my wife and my kids, and The Amazing's messaging me, "Hey, do you think you can do an airplane cargo hold?" And I'm like, yeah, like, like I'll figure it out, right? Like, because I was just couldn't believe it. But yeah,
I'll ask The Amazing tomorrow. And he's gonna say, "Who's Dante?"
Exactly.
Tell him I said hello, and ask him how the cargo hold is doing, because I don't know. Like, I don't know where he keeps all that stuff. That's the thing I wonder.
That man has so much stuff. I asked the same question.
Yeah.
And I'm actually remembering that Snake Eyes that you did that they used your dio with. That was actually the San Diego exclusive that year.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember they announced it, and I was like, I recognize that dio in that announcement picture.
Yeah, man, that was probably one of the coolest things I've seen. Because that's the other thing I think a lot of people don't know is that, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, this is my understanding of things. Most of the time when you see a diorama or something in a product photo, they hire a photographer, and then the photographer, it's their job to get the dioramas, and like the company doesn't contact me. Mezco never contacted me,
right.
and probably doesn't even know that I made that. They just know that like they hired D Amazing to do their photos, and he chose a set of some kind. So I think a lot of people who are starting out diorama artists who have like a dream or a goal, like may have an idea of how it works, but I have never, I know that other people have, I have never personally been contacted by a company that wanted me to make a diorama and then I made it.
This one you got me on because I don't know. I have not. Nobody reaches out to me because nobody likes me. So we do that.
And
The only person guy is you and
the other thing that like I know people wish was different was that if a company were using a diorama, a lot of people would like for them to credit the diorama creator, and it would be cool.
And
but I don't.
You know what's good about that is Jada.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, in their booth, they had like custom dioramas made, and next to each diorama, next to the figures, it said diorama by so and so, like a 796 made 1979 customs.
Oh yeah, and made 19. He does some. I mean, both of them do. 796 as well. There's so many people out there right now who really make some incredible stuff. It's just cool to see. I love getting into Instagram, seeing someone made something and just think like you try to like reverse engineer, like how do they do it? Like what techniques did they use? All of that.
Exactly. Yeah, and I love it. I'm more like I tried it with the foam board and it didn't. I was like, I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I was like, it's easier for me to sketch it out, and I'm still learning Nomad Sculpt right now, so it's easier kind of for me to sketch it out in there, and then just send it to the printer and just like, all right, here it is, print it, and then dial in my settings. Super like it's been a long time since I did PLA printing, so I'll say that because Deep Lake makes it and Detour know that I was despising PLA printing for a long time. I was like, resin so much easier.
Annoying, like really annoying.
You gotta make sure everything's dialed into like the T. Like, oh my goodness, resin. I'm just like, hey, there it is, crisp and clean. I'm done. Wash it. Hey, there it is. Dry it. I'm good. There's nothing else for me to do. I don't have to sand or anything unless I need to. Right. But now that I've gotten back in it, it's got a lot better. Like, I'll show you like this overthrown, like this.
Oh, wow.
I feel like now I can get back into it. But now I got to push myself to see if I can do it in resin, in a clear resin.
Oh my!
Just never do the bendy sword.
Oh my goodness, I don't have that up here with me. That's
good.
That's there.
Good.
They give me stuff.
I cringe.
Because so there's a flexible resin that you can get, and I mixed it with I think it was a gray resin. So any like weapon you can, it's still retaining like what it looks like, but you can bend it. Like I can bend it like this, and it will just come right back to where it was.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I was like this is a game changer right here. Flexible resin, like for tires for cars, like for if you want to 3D print a car, rubber tires. Bam, fit that right on there.
That is something honestly I do want to do more of is like 3D printing vehicles. But for me, it's like the trade-off of, do I want to design this and spend a long time trying to design it, or do I want to just pay someone for their files and like use their thing? Right. Because I had thought I had planned out to do Trunks' time machine where I was going to design it all myself and 3D print it, make a video. And then I was like, you know what? I don't think that's going to be fun by the end of it. Like, because it's going to be such a pain to figure out how all the pieces fit together and stuff.
Yeah.
So
it is, but also too is like, I feel like when you do design something, you're like, I did this. Like, yo, I was like, I'm who did this. And then everybody's like, well, what'd you get the file? I'm like, it's my file. I'm like, you feel proud, like it's my file.
And so, see that, yeah.
And that's just how it is. I'm like, yo, I'm like, all right, I'm like, cool. Like, you feel good about it.
For me, I like making things in printing, designing things that I use in a bigger thing, because it's just like when I went to high school or Diabolic Studios, when I went to his shop, he was showing me like all the peg systems and stuff that he uses to connect his pieces, and it made me kind of want to do that. But then also realizing that, you know, there's a lot of research and testing and things that go into like making sure that that stuff is fitting snug so that he can reliably and repeat that all the time.
Yeah, you want it snug, but not too snug, because you don't want the pieces falling out, but you don't want them getting stuck as either.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard.
And that was one of the things I was like, I wanted to pick your brain later on, but about build, like I wanted to make a full on like cargo plane, like not the front. It doesn't have to. I want to make the front half. The front half I could probably make later on. It's making the like the part that you did, like the whole cargo, because I wanted to have like where it lifts up, where the gate lifts. You got wheels, actual wheels on it, and the gate lifts up and down. But you also have the seats in there too. But you can also drive a vehicle in there as well. So it's like wide enough, like if I want to put like one of the vamps in there, I can drive it in there and use it for multiple things.
That was something when I did the cargo hold that I really wished I could have done, the mechanism to close the ramp gate, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. And on mine, I ended up just making pieces that he could put in as a ramp for shots. But it really would be cool if you had that system where it folds up. Yeah. And you could definitely do that with 3D printing.
And that's what that's my big project, my long-term project. So it's not something like I gotta do right now. Like the other stuff is kind of like what Bart's asking for. And you know what, Bart? Fair. It's my fault. I'm slacking. I will get it out to you tomorrow. I do apologize. It's on me. You can blame it all on me. Now I'm sending you something extra too. Wait, no, I do apologize. That's all me. So David says, who's getting that throne? So if you watch Unboxing Art, Art and Paul Big Bear Hughes asked me to print those up, so they are getting thrones. But if you want one, let me know and I can print you up one. Right now, the printer is down at the moment, so it's acting goofy at the moment. So that's why a second one needs to be ordered privately, because this one is acting temperamental. It's being a bad child. That's any 3D printer would. Any 3D printer enthusiast knows. So.
Yeah, they act up.
They do. That's the thing. 3D printing is great when it works.
Yeah.
When it doesn't work, this is why I don't like PLO. This is why I had to hate the PLO printers, and the resin printers were just like, I can go. Head sculpts, yeah. 6 of them, yeah, I can do that. Bam, bam. There you go. These are great. All right, let's see. Well, let's hop into some SDCC stuff here. From a roving reporter, the #1 IE field over here.
Yeah, I haven't posted a ton of stuff yet, but because we got home really late last night.
You are fun, sir.
And then a lot of stuff. I got a lot of good video work.
Let's see. We got some Bandai Namco Gundams, which I do enjoy. I do love some Gundams. Now we found out Vincent loves some model kits as well. Ooh, I don't need that. Nope, don't need that. Don't need that in my life. Don't need another Wing Zero. It looks great.
It does look good.
I like the metal builds, but I actually want to build it, but it's already pre-built. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that stops me from getting these. Already pre-built.
I always love watching the videos where people do completely custom paint jobs on them.
Oh my goodness.
You know, but I hate using an airbrush. It clogs mine. I got to figure out my setup because it's not good. But
I I haven't used mine yet. I bought one and it's been sitting in the box and I have not used it.
Yeah. I wish it was easier than it is. Like you got to clean it every single time. It's anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta like disassemble it to clean it.
Yeah.
I appreciate people who do that kind of art with their airbrush because it's very impressive.
Yeah. I wish.
Like, do you guys ever watch Boylai Hobby Time? It's probably my favorite YouTube channel. He's a diorama artist and he's done some Gundam builds, but he has his own like universe he's created and things like that. He's one of my favorite people to learn. I've learned a ton from him and his videos are like really well made. One of the best diorama, probably the best on YouTube that I've seen.
I have not. I have to check him out.
He's got like 1 million subs.
I think I've watched Godfinger because he does like a lot of Gundam custom paints and builds. And like, there was one creator, I can't remember it. I don't know what happened with the channel, but he would like put the Gundam all together, disassemble it, spray paint like a whole different color, and then put it back together. I'm like, how are you doing this?
Yeah. No, it's always wild to see the techniques and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Makes me wish that I could do that. It's funny because sometimes people see, you do a certain type of thing and they'll say, "Oh, you'd be good at that." It's like, yeah, but maybe, but also the patience required is different.
Exactly.
Because for me, like if I mess this up and I paid for this, I have a huge problem with that. But if I mess up something like raw materials that I made, that's fine. But like the stress level of like painting a figure to me is not, it's not the same as making something myself.
Exactly. You're just like, man.
Imagine like I love the SH figure arts and a lot of people customize them. I'm not paying $100 for a Goku figure and then trying to paint it. I'm just not. I'm not brave enough.
Exactly. The same thing I was thinking, like, because I was like, I got the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider from the newest Art Legends Wave. And I was like, all right, well, maybe like if I put the black lines on it like everybody else doing, I could do that. That's easy enough. Just take a Gundam marker and it's super easy. But then I was like, wait a minute. I do have the file, the resin print of the head. All I gotta do is reprint it out and print the flames out. I could probably do that, like, which is easier.
Yeah.
So it just comes down to what's easy and what's not easy. What's the hardest part about it? I'm not gonna go through all these little chibi things. There's a lot of chibis here. Let's see. We got any good stuff here. Let's check this out here real quick. Why do y'all keep torturing me with AOA? Like, y'all just love messing with me with AOA. I hate Age of Apocalypse, the worst of the worst storylines in X-Men history. And I stand by that. Just like I stand by Atomic Front being the worst of the worst right now. Sorry, Vince. I know.
No, you're good.
We lost Dom again, man. Bringing him back.
Yep, I'm back.
These are like miniatures here. We're gonna do all these miniatures here. But again, Gundams. I love me some Gundams. They always do well in this household.
Yeah, I haven't hit up the Bandai booth yet. They were kind of crazy yesterday with they had like a big Godzilla thing, so everybody was like piling up to take pictures of it. Like you couldn't even like walk through that aisle.
Big G's in here. Everybody loves Big G. All right, let's go to this nonsense. These diaper figures he's putting out.
McFarlane was crazy packed too yesterday. Like I couldn't even like approach that booth.
I don't understand why. Why? I'm just trying to understand this. Like these figures barely move.
I think part of it too is I think there was an overflow line from a booth nearby. So I think it was kind of blocking his booth, but like people were kind of flowing into his booth.
Oh, dude's done. Oh no. No. He is doing. Yeah, it's that hotel Wi-Fi. You can never.
Yeah.
But he is doing Harvey Dent, Two-Face from the Batman. I forget, was it? I think it's supposed to be in Batman Returns, but then I think they pushed it back. They never really did it. And you get the Alex Ross Superman, which I don't know. There's a ton of things wrong with this, and there's nowhere to even get that. Ton of things wrong with this. So much. And people don't believe Tommy Spawn. There's no Spawn movie as of yet. He said himself that he hasn't even approved the script for it. So whatever you've seen online, it's a lie. Thank you, Damien. It was a Billy D. Williams concept. Kid Flash, like it's just I think it's the proportions on some of these. Like Kid Flash looks disproportionate, honestly. Like if he did better DC figures, I'd probably be on them, but
yeah,
they just look disproportionate. And everybody's the same size. Like Kid Flash should be a little bit smaller. Why is he the same size as Sinestro or Batman? I don't get it.
I don't understand either. Dante, I think I might have to head out. I know Dom is in and out. I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate being on, and everybody who's been in the comments, and thank you guys for listening to all my diorama things. And there's Dom. He's back. I was just saying, Dom, yeah, I was just letting everyone know. I think I'm gonna head out. I really had fun with you guys. Really hope that someone who watches this will go and try to make some dioramas because it's so much fun. It's a good hobby, and I hope that everybody enjoys the things that they see at SDCC, and just appreciate the two of you guys and everyone in the comments.
Oh, thank you. Well, I thank you for being on hanging with us.
Of course,
I appreciate it. And if you please follow Vincent on Instagram, go check out his Etsy site, wonderful things, and follow him on his YouTube channel. I got to put that down there too.
Thank you.
Please follow. Watch great info on how to build any dial out there. Like he's one of the top. Mike and Vincent are right up there, neck and neck.
Yeah.
Two top guys.
You're very kind. You guys have a good one, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
And thanks for all the free foam over the years.
You got it, man. I knew you put it to good use. So.
Yeah, I've been storing it until I do something with it.
Yeah, just post pictures like you always do.
Yeah.
And I'll see what you do with it. All right, guys. Thank you.
Right.
Right.
Bye.
All right. Before we go ahead, see. Let's see. I forgot. Let's see. Bart said I just picked up some good Gundams at Hobby Lobby for 40% off sale. Yeah, I gotta get up there. It says airbrushing is easy. I have 3. Use them all the time on stuff. Very nice. Damien says when I see these, I wish for the GoBots Fig line. I don't know. Maybe the cell might make them more Super 7. Robert Diaz. Dante is back more. No, I'm not. No. Nope. Bart says I'm customizing Punisher Thunderbolt's Hulk armor right now. I said, watch. Awesome. Nice. Can't wait to see that. Damien says that Two-Face though.
Yeah, I do want that Two-Face.
He says, do you think Todd's getting Diamond Select? Probably not.
No, NECA owns Diamond Select because there's actually a Diamond Select booth at SDCC, and I was so confused at first. And then as I was walking through it, I realized that one booth it's divided up, but it's Diamond Select, Kid Robot, and NECA owns all those companies.
There you go. Damien says, thank you, Vincent. Giselle says, not impressed at these McFarlane here. So I said, thank you, Vasco. He said, already subscribed. And I'm sure he appreciates Ryan. Giselle says, if you hear hype about Spawn movies trying to lock in as much money before October 2026 hits from the fans. Yeah, that's what he did with his Spawn figures. And he's not going to get my money. No. Giselle also says, thank you, Vincent. And Damien says, okay, thanks. Now, which is weird, Brainiac looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look bad, but doesn't look great either.
Yeah, I think it's when you start posing it and you start seeing those articulation cuts.
Yeah.
And like I do have a lot of McFarlane figures. Like I'm not a hater by any means, but like they're not the best, but I do enjoy them from time to time. But I'm really, really excited for Mattel.
Yeah, you enjoy them, sir. You enjoy them for me and you. You enjoy them. I can't. Some updated stuff from the Star Wars booth. So I noticed Brandon Hero Collectors did post a new packaging. So they're going to have a new packaging style for the Black Series going forward. They got Queen Amidala and the new packaging. And I'm sure that's Brandon's hand. I'm sure that is definitely Brandon's hand holding it.
If it's like 5 feet over everybody's head.
Exactly. Yo, that dude is tall. He's tall. He's taller than me.
So also just for reference of his height, it looks like the box is touching the top of the case, and those cases are probably like a good 8-9 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably are. Man. But look at the box. I think the packaging looks good. I was still like, it's great that you're trying to restart it, do something different with it. But I would still like to see more accessories come with it. Like a Jedi should just have more than just trigger hands. That has been my number one gripe. Like, great that you're putting cloth goods on their figures, but I would still like to see more hands added in.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you go like for the same price, you get a G.I. Joe with all the stuff that they get, and then you get a Star Wars figure that has one accessory. And like, I'm sure it's because of the royalties, but it's still like you feel empty when you open the figure up.
Well, even Legend, you still get more hands than a Black Series figure, which is crazy.
Yeah, but I think the Star Wars license is like way higher than Marvel's.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. I don't know.
But still, I wish we would just get a little bit more.
Yeah, I would too. Like I would love to. I actually my Jason and Jane just shipped. So I'm waiting for that 2-pack.
You know, it was weird when the couple times I walked through the Hasbro booth, I didn't see any Hasbro staff there at all.
Really?
But people said that they saw them there, but I didn't see anybody. I don't know if maybe they were on a break when I was walking through, but
well, as much as I would like to think that, I can believe Lucas' license is very high from Disney. The Star Wars license, Lucas, the Star Wars license is very high from Disney. Because I think they put more work into that than Marvel itself. Whereas probably Marvel's under like a separate team that says, hey, we can dictate such and such and such. Where Star Wars is like, that's all probably under Disney umbrella. Paul also says Dante will have all the McFarlane to burn. You're right. I'll have it just to start a bonfire. Dante got that AOA diorama commission. No, I don't have an AOA diorama commission. Paul, don't co-sign for him. Black Series still needs a lot of work for real. Yeah. I put in everything that I can to tell them. But I guess they're only can do so many things, go so far with certain things. But the main thing I would love to see is like they got the faces down, they got the clothes down. It's just more accessories. I like to, like I said, like I like to see more accessories for what we're getting. It's a 3 3/4 inch. Looks like a 3 3. Yeah, it's a 3 3/4 inch vehicle. I don't know what this is, or which movie or series this is from. I don't know. And then Roto from the movie. Is it Roto or Rotunda? Whatever his name is. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look like he got a lazy eye on his right eye. Like, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I think I didn't really check out the Star Wars display yesterday because there's like a bunch of people piled up in front of it. So I'm gonna try to go back on Sunday.
Okay. And I don't think a whole lot was announced. I didn't see anything that anybody posted. Like I seen the new packaging, but that was it. That was really what was posted. I didn't see too much other stuff. I have no idea who this character is.
It looks familiar. I think probably from a video game, but maybe I don't know who it is. It just looks familiar.
It could be. I have no idea. I don't know who this is. No clue. If somebody in the comments knows, feel free to chime in. I don't know every Star Wars character. I only know certain ones that I know of. Damien said that maybe from episode 1. I have no idea. Ooh. Paul says that rubber is going to crack and rip on Roto Pass. Is it rubber? Did they say it was rubber? I don't mean, it may be hard plastic. I don't know.
It's not what they made Jabba out of?
That's a good question. I don't have any notes, so I don't know. I could not even begin to tell you.
Because I've had that Jabba for like 10 years and he's still fine.
I've had my Max Hawk and he still has not split. Rubber still not split. But I've seen people who have split. They're like, yeah, my Hawk is split. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to see that. They're like, I just had him in this pose and I took him out. I'm like, yeah. Oh, Paul says Mother Talzin is the leader of the Night Sisters on Dathomir.
And I think that's in the Jedi Fallen Order game, right?
The Night Sisters are in there, but I don't remember her being in that game.
I think that's where I got stuck in the game and stopped playing it.
I'm trying to think. Was she in there? It's been a while since I played the first one. The Mattel has been knocking out of the park.
It's funny. This is the first time I'm even seeing the He-Man figures. It's been so hard to get into that section of the Mattel booth.
Oh yeah, because their Master of the Universe Chronicle figures have been amazing. Like, there's not one that has like been crappy yet.
And also yesterday when I was in there at the same time as like all the He-Man stuff was going on, they had all the WWE guys signing in the booth. So like half of the booth was closed.
Hello, Mr. J says, Night Sisters look dope. Yeah, 6-inch and roto body is rubber, including the jaw. Oh, I know jaw was made out of rubber. That's kind of tricky there. So this He-Man I thought was from the movie, but this actually looks like it's like more of a comic version of the movie. Which I'm surprised. I thought this was more because it's part of the Chronicles line. I think that's what it said. It was part of the Chronicles.
Yeah, especially that sword looks like very like cartoon style. Or
yeah. And then we got the new Chronicles Panther, which looks dope. I gotta get him for Skeletor. I'm with you, Paul. He hearts all the Chronicles. I heart him too, Paul. Oh wow, actually got some fur. on the saddle.
Nice.
Yeah, Panther's gonna be on my hit list, man. Then we got
We might
Paul.
get to it later, but Mondo had a pretty cool Panther too that was all flocked and
Yeah, we talked about that on Wednesday. Oh my goodness. I see how much the price was on that. I'm like, yeah, you can go ahead and keep that. But that's 1/6. It was 1/6 scale though. That was the problem. It was 1/6. If it was a 1/12 scale one, they might have had me.
yeah, people were freaking out because over here they had that He-Man that's been sold out. They had him in stock at the con.
I wish I would have known that. I seen somebody post. I forget who posted it. I think it might have been Cheney who posted it, and it said it was sold out. I was hot. I was like, I wish I would have known that was being sold there because I would have bought me one.
Because yesterday I was hanging out with Henrock and we were by the Mondo booth and he saw that it was there. He's like, should I get it? Should I get it? He's like, the box is small too.
I would have took it. I would have took anything. I don't care.
And apparently they also had the 1/6 scale Donatello in stock,
Oh, really?
which is weird that they had that stuff and not the
Let's
exclusives.
see. Yeah, I don't know. I think some of these just regular size He-Man figures. Bunch of cool, like the 5.5 figures. Yeah, I won't hit those. There's a lot to go through, so I'm not going to hit everything. Then the made to order Game Reverse Sentinel was announced, which is really cool. I like it. I did.
It's cool. I feel like I don't really need it. Like I'm not that big on Marvel vs. Capcom, and I love the '97 Sentinels.
Yeah, I like this one because it's reminiscent. Because I always hear it every time I think of playing Marvel Capcom. I hear a rocket punch, rocket punch. Yeah.
Well, this means that
So-
Machu and Jay Shot are gonna have to get new head sculpts.
So yeah, this looks awesome. I do like this.
Oop,
So,
am I gone or
yeah.
are you?
What's that?
And I said, was I gone or are you? I saw like a spinning wheel.
Now you still here. We still got you. But yeah, I'm down for this. I'm really down for this. I did order one. At least it's nice because you only need one of these. That's it. You don't need any like more than this. The question is, does it have bicep swivel on it? It doesn't. Might kick it to the curb. Nah. These are Hasbro ones.
Oh yeah, like the retro style.
Yeah. I thought this. Nah. So I thought this might have been the Mondo one because where they showed off the new FL1 that they're doing.
Oh yeah. Toy Farce was saying that they showed it off where you could fit the old Kenner Ecto one inside the Mondo one.
Wow. That's pretty big.
By the way, that was a cool unexpected surprise this weekend was meeting Toy Farce.
Yeah, that's not who, like I was like when I first met him, like, I'm sorry, you are like, oh, I'm 25. I was like, oh, okay.
So it's funny when I met him because I was with Henrock in the Mondo booth, and like I kind of stepped to the side and I knocked into somebody. I was like, "Oh, hey, sorry." He goes, and I just did no problem. And then I was like, "Wait, what?" And then like I turn around and it's Toy Farce.
I like this set, but I hate that cape.
Yeah, that is weird cape. Like I kind of like vaguely saw this set. And is that a hard cape or
Yeah,
soft
that's hard
goods?
plastic. That's hard
Oh,
plastic.
so you're just blocking off his legs?
Yeah, like I don't get that. The Wanda's fine for me. It's this cape that's really weird. Like, why? Why do this? Why not go with a cloth cape? If you're going to do a 2-pack and charge me for it, give me a cloth cape. And this is one of the times I have to do that kind of constructive criticism. Like, cloth cape would have been a much better choice if you want to do this, or not even do it long. Just do a regular short cape.
Yeah,
This,
or put it behind his legs
yeah,
at least.
this short cape does not. This long cape does nothing for like the figure articulation for it. Like I'm sure it's probably the same vision body as the last one we got, or maybe one on the new Bucks, but this is not it. No, no, and it's weird because they show it almost like it moves. Like
Yeah, but probably what you got to do is tilt the top of the cape so it's like smacking him in the face.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, they're probably doing like some heavy bending on it.
Yeah, I don't even want a bendy. If it's a bendy cape, I just still don't want it. Like I'm sorry, like this.
No, I don't think it's like a bendy cape, but they're probably like with physically with their hands, just like bending it and holding it in place for the shot.
Yeah, to me, this was something should have been redesigned. Like that should have been like, nah, we can't do this.
The one thing that's cool in the Marvel booth is all like the helmets and role play stuff that they've done. They have it all like lined up on a wall next to each other, and
Yeah,
it's a really cool display.
Yeah, that did look awesome. Damien says $39.99. I think you think you're talking about Panther, if I'm correct. Damien says I really want Cobra Khan. Paul says I wonder if Mondo dropped the ball in the SEC exclusive production time. Not to have them. Someone lost their job. It also says that cape is trash from Vision. Thank you. Damien says Mephisto is getting company with Witch and Malice. Probably. More likely. Hello, Mr. J said they try to recreate the art cover with that cape. I get it, but that cape is just it's obnoxious.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those situations where 2D doesn't translate into 3D.
Yeah. They took a page from Todd on this cape. I would say so. I would have to agree. To me, it's just it's a weird thing to do, and it's a weird place to have it. Now these, before I give my take on them, Don, you say you handled them in hand.
Yeah,
you looked at them.
Well, I only handled the Ken, but so it's kind of like hit and miss. So like I wasn't interested in these at all when I saw them. And I guess Machu got one at the at the Hasbro breakfast, so he had it at the house yesterday. And I was kind of just messing around with it, and like I was kind of enjoying what I was doing. And then we were messing with it a little bit. Like the knees are kind of ugly when you bend them; it's like hard, flat cuts. But like the arms, the gi feels really, really nice. So like the upper body is nice, but then like when you get to the lower body, it's not that great. And so, but I was like, I kind of want just Ken and Ryu just to kind of go with my GI. They feel like GI Joes, but I kind of wanted Ken and Ryu to go with the GI Joes, so I was gonna just order them on Walmart. And then I saw Ken, Chun-Li, and Akuma were up for pre-order, and no Ryu. So then I was like, all right, forget it.
Do you feel like they're worse than Jada, or like kind of close par with them?
Kind of on par, like not with the best GI Joes, but like because the upper body moves really well, or it's enjoyable to play with, but the lower legs are where they kind of lose it a little bit.
If you let's say like do you feel like you can get them in a Street Fighter pose if you want to, like?
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't know. Like, it's just I don't know. Like, I know they would try to get like the actors like close to the actors what they look like, but I don't know. It's like the feet look. Everything looks. I don't know. It just looks off. Something looks off with them.
The one thing that threw me off the most was that necklace on Akuma. Mm-hmm. Like that thing is gigantic. Like he's like wearing bowling balls. Like you can't even see his face with those things on.
Yeah, yeah. These are going to be a pass for me. I'm going to skip these. I can't.
And how crazy is it that Roman Reigns has Mattel and Hasbro making figures of him at the same time?
Yeah, it's weird because, and that's the weird thing too. Like, it almost looks like Roman, but then it doesn't. So I look at him on the box art, and then I look at this.
Yeah.
You can kind of see a likeness, but then it's like so close, so close. It's just like I don't know if you hit the mark.
Then we were talking yesterday. We were like, why did they make his hair so long in the movie? And I was like, yeah, he probably didn't want to cut it.
Exactly. That's probably exactly why. Coming because he was probably coming back off the hiatus, and then
Yeah,
I think that's like right when he came back for the Royal Rumble.
I think so.
Because he didn't. Yeah, he didn't do any press tour like Cody did with him.
Yeah, Cody was showing up everywhere in the full costume.
Exactly. Sasuke says, "Oh Lord, not those weird ass figures." Strand says, "Don't worry, Ross will be interested in him." He said, "True." Or maybe Goodwill. Paul says that Puma looks like an out of work alcoholic steel worker cosplaying. That's him. Bart says, I got the Jada ones from my Joes. They ain't perfect, but will be fine on my shelf. I feel like Jada ones are like the best ones we've gotten so far besides Storm Arena. Strand says it's Hasbro, not Mattel. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm surprised like Hasbro's doing them. I really am surprised that Hasbro is actually doing them. Oh, Mega says, I think everyone's in on it, making live action Street Fighter a joke, even in figure form. Oh man.
I think the movie will be a joke, but in a good way.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. Like it's gonna be like that haha joke kind of funny. Like, all right, you guys again. It's not rock.
Yeah, I think they're not
John
taking
Paul.
themselves too seriously.
Yeah. Let's see. Then we got some more Star Wars Black Series figures. I forget what the dog's name is. And Bounty Hunter that goes after him.
I haven't seen any of these.
Embu and Kubu. But yeah, I can see this being like maybe like a $50 or $60 figure. Again, so I feel like I have a strange feeling that's how much this is gonna be. But the thing is, this is one I don't need in my collection.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the movie yet, so I don't even know who these people are.
This is just the bounty hunter that was hunting them. And the thing is, like, the movie could have been like something that they showed on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
All honesty, like, it could have been shown on Disney Plus. It wasn't really something that needed to be shown in theaters. It felt like more like, hey, this could have been an hour and a half movie on Disney Plus, like a long episode to start to
Yeah, and what I had heard was you don't leave the characters in a different spot than where you found them in the beginning of the movie.
Exactly.
Like, there's no progression of anything.
That is very true. Very, very much true. You get the Kenner Star Wars X-Wing fighter, which I don't know. Is it me or does it look a little too clean?
Yeah, I mean they're probably going for like a retro look
Okay.
because they've shown that they could do like a nice dingy version of it.
Yes, that's true. They can.
It's probably even the same mold. It's probably a new coat of paint on the same mold that they've done in the past.
Yeah. It's an X-Wing. Yeah, it'll be all right. Let's see. Surprisingly, I'm not the newer stuff up. Let's take a look at Skeletron. 'Cause I like their stuff. They got good. They're
Oh,
all they
yeah,
got good.
that's another booth I have to give more time to on Sunday because they're on the opposite side of Legion's Con, Mythic Legions. Like Mythic
Mhm.
Legions, it's one booth, but Mythic Legions is on one side, and then they're on the back side of it. So
Okay.
the booth that they're in, it's all in one booth. It's Toys, Skeletron, Plunderlings, Icon Heroes, um, like a bunch of indie companies.
Nice. Yeah, it is. It's like the KB like toy booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I need that Assault Trooper. I forgot about that. They did release that one.
Oh, the one with like the old school helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that I want to.
If you see it, if you can, grab me one, please.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it because I could pick one up for myself too if if they're selling it there.
Yeah, because I do need that. Like Skeletron, like they do make some good 6-inch figures. I'm waiting for them to actually release the Skeletron ones, like the robots. Because
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are great. Because I would army build those. I'll get me like 6 of them. But I do need to get this too, this ship. That might be a Legion's Con purchase. I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and get that ship. And I can drive it home.
It's funny with the Haya display, it's always like so unenthusiastic. Like the stuff in there is cool, but it's always just here it is. Like there's no like posing or it's just a vanilla pose on the figure. Bad
uh,
lighting.
let's see. Robert D says all Street Fighter figures are trash until I get my Street Fighter Alpha Sakura. Well, Jada's getting the Alpha now, so there you go. Hopefully, you get your Sakura. Bart says the movie was good, not great. It was just entertaining, but nothing was like wow. Yeah, very true. Paul says that Embo was released by himself just last month for $27 with the pet $60. Damn you, Hasbro. I think it's $60. I'm not sure. It might be. Omega says, Anakin, you are not the father. No. Bart says, Skeletron is great. I've been waiting years for the Kickstarter to fulfill. I thought they fulfilled the Kickstarter already. You haven't got your stuff from the Kickstarter? Because I thought they fulfilled that already. Maybe I could be wrong.
That's weird because I got my stuff months ago and I didn't even go in on the Kickstarter.
Danny says I still have the 3 originals in the shed. Oh, nice. Red Shadows. Omega says Dark Sakura before regular Sakura. Ha! Ah, you gotcha. 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 I don't know what these are. Some Funko Pops and some other stuff. It's like, Skeletor. $40 for Skeletor? Then keep that. You want to do Billy Squat. Oh, it is. Oh, Paul says it is $6. Daggone. Yeah, I'm not. Thank goodness is one I don't need, so we're good on that. That's what the great part is. And then we got some pictures of Jiu-Jitsu fighters. It's my jury's still out on it. I may have to get one and just see. I may have to get one just to see to see what they are like.
Yeah, I don't know if they've improved at all, but in the past I've heard they're not great.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I don't know because how much are they? Did they say how much they were?
I think they're not crazy bad. Because when I saw them a couple years ago, I think they were like 25, but that was like a last day of the con price. Like you had slashed the prices.
Looks like they're 40. I can't really tell what that's on it. The Legion's figure one exclusive one is 45. It says, but I can't tell like what the other ones are.
And the funny thing about those Jiu-Jitsu figures is I think the history behind it is those were the Karate Kid figures that didn't sell all that well, and they kind of
Mm,
repurposed the body.
that's a shame.
Because they had spent a lot of money on the license for Karate Kid, and it didn't really perform.
These figures almost look like Saturday Slam Masters, but they're called El Dragoon.
I
Dragon.
think I think Mega J is involved with this somehow, or
Oh,
he's helping out somebody that's involved with this. Because I remember him promoting it. It's like an original wrestling concept.
oh, okay. Yeah, they kind of remind me of Saturday Slam Master characters from that game. Let's check it out. Let's see. Then we got some Animals of the Warrior Kingdom. Got some figures, some super action stuff in there as well. Oh, he has a Lion too. Oh man, a Macho. Oh, they got this. Damn, they got the exclusive Legion figures as well.
What was interesting is the boss fight stuff was in the Diamond Select booth.
Really?
Yeah, they had so the Diamond Select booth had it had the boss fight stuff, the Acid Rain stuff, the Joy Toy stuff.
Huh, that's surprising. I thought the Astro would be on the K with the KB stuff because they've been heavily promoting some of the stuff that little stuff that they've been making as well.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they've been kind of because it also the Diamond Select booth also had like a lot of the older Jada figures like from Street Fighter. So I think they were kind of just highlighting a bunch of stuff in that one booth.
Right.
But it's just weird because NECA owns them now. So
Yeah, that is really weird. Uh, yeah, there wasn't really much on Animals. You're right, Mr. J. I think we'll probably see more coming up to like Legion's Con. Paul says I dig them wrestlers. Hopefully they have great articulation. Yeah. Damien says I have no knowledge of El Dragon. Was it a South American show? No, as Don was saying, it sounds like it's something in the original property. Omega says you see that in art Bruce Lee. Yes, I'm gonna try to get to that one as well. I'm trying to get to in art stuff as well.
yeah, I didn't get into the in-art booth yet, but Henrock was telling me that he had seen it. I saw he posted a picture of it. And
Yeah,
apparently there's some kind of event tonight that they're going to that they
there was a Batman. Yep, actually, the figure
yeah,
report.
White Knight Batman.
Yeah, the figure report just posted that. Then we got a lot of Mythic Legions figures. That
I
were
was so
available.
shocked when I was so shocked when I walked up to the booth and there was like nobody online yet.
Yeah, that's really surprising.
I mean, it was like 9 in the morning. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
so I think
That's
I think
still
everybody had run over to Jada, and then
and they were like, oh, I'll get my mythic later. Who's the big dude in the back? 'Cause I might need him. This big dude right here.
Greg.
I need that figure. You got Cocaine Berry there. There's a lot of good ones there. I don't remember ever seeing before. I don't remember seeing that Minotaur before either. Hang on.
Yeah,
They had a
the new
robot?
Cosmic Wave. Yeah, the new Cosmic Wave is on display.
God. Oh, so they didn't have these in stock. They were just on display.
No, it's just on display. The prototypes.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, yo, if they had this there, man, I've been hot.
Now you know these aren't coming out for like another 3 years.
Yeah, unfortunately. But it looked good. Oh wow, she's going with that like Centurion backpack. Power extreme.
Yeah, I think what they had in stock was the exclusives, the Legendary Warrior, and the latest wave that came out, the Ashes of what the word I can't pronounce.
Oh yeah, I know which one.
My
Yeah,
brother got the exclusive, the Templar Knight that's like all burned up.
yeah, that's the one I wanted. I wanted that one. Hopefully they'll have that Legion's Con. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. So actually, what they said was the San Diego exclusives this year will be at Legion's Con.
Okay, well, that's good.
Because remember last year they had that I forgot what it was called, but they had that exclusive that people were going nuts over, and like the only other way to get it was to back it in the Kickstarter.
I
The
vaguely remember.
Paladin, the Paladin, and it was like really hard to get.
Oh yeah, yes.
And I literally got lucky the last day of the con because I was with T Bellette, and he obviously knows the Legions guys, so they let us in the line.
This one I want the Joe yeah, I say his last name.
Manganello.
Man, thank you. I want this. I want this because he looks so freaking cool. I want this. I need this.
I want the what's her name? Oksana?
Is that who's next one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she looks. I didn't see her before. But she looks great as well. But I like some dragon fighters. They look. He looks great. I need him. I need him. I need him. Oh wow, head sculpt was good. I like the tiara that she has. Like the headpiece. Wow, it just looks so freaking amazing and detailed.
It's a cool experience being at the Legion's booth too, because like you have the guys working the register, but then Jeremy's outside the booth, and I keep forgetting his name. The newer guy, he's bald.
Mhm.
He just joined the team like a year ago, but like he's like more on the marketing side of it, and like he'll get in like a long conversation with you and just like ask for your feedback, see what you like, what you don't like.
Okay, that's good. Well, that's good that they're listening. I think this is what you're saying, right? This picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, this does look good. This does look good.
and you know that green guy's a chunky guy too.
Yeah. So that is like a little. That thing is big. Then that's pretty big. I wonder if that was a dial just made, or they're going to be selling that.
I think they probably made it once with just to like see how people react to it, and then they may consider selling it if people keep asking.
Hopefully. Then you got your exclusives. Oh, that Templar looks amazing. You chose unwisely, or chose poorly. Oh, what? Why am I seeing this for the first time?
No, I thought this was announced like a month ago.
I don't even remember this.
Where did I see it? I feel like I saw it on Instagram.
I need this one. I don't know why I do, but I need it. This looks amazing. This looks freaking amazing. Paul says I would have been all over 4% for that Curtis Templar. He's going to be a pain to get. Cortex. Hello, Miss J says the robots are new wave from Cosmic. Yes, indeed. They look great. Part of that Mortal Thorn wave. Paul says I got the Manganiella figure on pre-order. Cannot wait for him. I missed the pre-order. That was my fault. Yeah, the dragon looks amazing. The Dormo Vice looks amazing. The colors on him work perfectly. And Dormo is really freaking good. Let me know how much this one is if they still got it. I'll send you the money.
Yeah.
I didn't need this, but I do need this. Need anything. No more some of the cosmic legions that have already been put out.
It's funny because I don't follow the cosmics as much, so I'm always confused on what wave is what and like what's new and what's old.
Yeah, I honestly I don't remember seeing any of these three figures before, which is wow. I don't remember seeing any of them, but I can wait till we just kind of get these.
Kind of remind me of Dune a little bit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
But
I can
it's
see.
funny because I've never even watched Dune, but on the plane here, the guy in front of me is watching it, and I can kind of see his screen. And he watched part 1 and 2 during the flight.
Damn. Well, you got time. When you're flying from the East Coast to the West Coast, you got time to watch a full movie, like a full 2 movies.
Yeah, I watched what did I watch? I watched the F1 movie. I watched Wrath of Khan, 3 episodes of Ninja Turtles, and an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
See, yeah. When you're flying that far, like it's a good 5-6 hour.
I think it's like about 5.5-ish.
Yeah. When I went there, I had to take I had a layover, which sucked.
Yeah, normally I do, but this time I got a direct flight.
Yeah, I couldn't find any from Philly when I was leaving. Like I could not find any Philly direct flights at all, which sucked so badly. This was cool.
That's right. They debuted a new line too from Infinite Legions.
Oh, nice. Damn, he looks so freaking amazing. And then they did, yeah, skeleton warriors. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really do the skeleton, so this is an easy pass for me. But I can see a lot of people getting happy about this one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's fine. Like I feel like I'm like you, like these are not for me. But I know Paul, Art, and Joe were happy for these, excited for them. These are not gonna be for me. This is one that I can say, yeah, I can skip. I can safely skip. But they look good. They look
Yeah.
amazing.
I like how the colors blend together.
Yeah. They really look. They had that detail in them, especially the samurai one. Like I think he's like, if I did get him, it'll probably be him. I'll probably get the samurai.
I mentioned to Henrock yesterday because we were looking at this, and I said it kind of reminds me of Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. See, that always scares me when it's like robotic parts like that with something human. Like the arm is always going to like snap just because like there's certain the joints that they have on those robotic parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember. Let's see. Paul says the classic space store looks dope. Yes, it does. Shay says Skeleton Wars I used to collect as a kid in the 90s. Yep, I remember that cartoon. Skeleton Wars are for me all day. Oh, I know, Paul. I know how excited you all are for these figures.
So we were looking into Skeleton Wars yesterday. Apparently, a few years ago, Chris from D13 tried to do a Kickstarter for them, and it didn't fund. But now they're just doing them through Legions.
Okay.
Because he's part of Legions also. So.
Right. So let's see what they got here. Scroll too far. See. That's a Voltron. Oh, they got the new Voltron.
Oh, is this the Diamond booth? I think it's just the Diamond booth.
Yeah, it's Diamond Select booth. Blitzway. They'll purchase here. I wonder how much that is. That's got to be like 100, over 100, like over $200 probably. I don't need it right now. Don't need it. With Donalds, with Deezer, Wakudon. Never seen these. Don't even know what they're from.
Yeah.
Takatoko Toys. Never heard of them. This is an odd start for them. Something I've never seen or heard of.
It looks like a mix of Gundam and Godzilla.
Yeah, it literally does. Okay, so, these aren't Having Toys. They are standalone premium action figures from the world of McDonald's. Fun play on McDonald's restaurant, appealing. Excuse me. Hold on, let me read up here. Appearing in manga and anime's most memorable stories. The inside joke was made real when 2004 McDonald's canonized McDonald's with their savory chili sauce. Manga-inspired packaging and the original episodic shorts. Takatoko Toys presents a line of premium articulated Japanese-style action figures based on their characters from the McDonald's universe. Designed and developed with Japanese partners, these figures emphasize expressive sculpting, character-specific accessories, and advanced articulation that collectors love, all created with the craftsmanship and design philosophy that define the Takatoko name. But there you go. Stuff from only if you read the mangas in Japan, right, and the magazines. So I have no idea any of them. We got some mock picks here, which is really weird to see at Diamond Select booth.
Yeah, it was like the most random mashup of stuff. And like they're all literally in the same case.
Yeah, this is really a mashup. Some Kellogg style stuff. Shogun horror. Oh yeah, I forgot these are the Shogun monster horror figures. Jason, Ghostface, and Leatherface. Oh, these are done by Takatoko Toys as well. So this is not technically NECA that's doing these.
I think the Ghostface, I think Blaine might have worked on that because I had seen a post from him the other day. I think he might have done the design.
Now this is interesting. Like Jason has actual fabric on, cloth fabric. So does Ghostface. Oh yeah, so does Leatherface. Yeah, very interesting on that. Curious if it's going to be wired. Now these I have more Takatoko Toys. Like, are they connected to NECA now? Like, are they licensing through them?
I think because I know in previous years when Diamond was still in business, and like not Diamond Select but Diamond Distributors,
Right.
They used to have like a booth that was like all independent figures and stuff, and different companies like Haya would be in there, AWOC. I think Nacelle used to be in there once in a while.
Yeah.
So I think that might be what's going on here.
Now these
stuff.
Yeah, these look pretty decent. I would say, like, some of these look really good.
Yeah, I think I have the Tamer guy on pre-order and her also.
Yeah, we get the Spartan Warrior. The Court of the Dead figures do look good. I did see a couple of them in person. They do look really good. They're just pretty expensive. I'll probably get whoever this character is in the back.
I'm kind of interested in getting their Hellboy, but it is expensive, and then to like complete them, you need to get the accessory set also. So you're looking at like a $80 figure at that point,
right?
Just to get it complete.
And then we got some Warhammer 40K. I know Paul loves his Warhammer. Not bad, man. And then King of the Fighters here.
So this was interesting because the figures are more expensive than the diorama. Because I think the diorama said it's $40, and then the figures are like 45 each.
Damn.
And they're like 1/18 scale almost.
Oh no, come on. That makes no sense.
They look really cool, but
Yeah, they look cool, but I'm not paying
and
for it.
they're Joy Toys, so like I'm sure the articulation and the feel is good, but
That's
a little too
why.
much.
Joy. If you would say Joy Toy, then I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense why they're so expensive.
And the diorama that they had for $40 on display,
Mhm.
it's really just like a hard cardboard backdrop with like a plastic floor.
All right, that's not bad. These looks, these are pass on.
I'm excited for their not that Conan on display, but the one that they have coming,
Yeah, I did see that one. I like the female
which
that.
is surprisingly not in this booth.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised at too. Like I don't see a picture of it because I like that Conan and the other female figure that they're gonna put out with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a lot in there. Let me see if they updated this. No, they did. I'll let you know. Let's see. Black Series. Did they show anything else besides these? Roto. No, that's not. Roto, $46.99 for Roto. No. Oh no, wait a minute, Black Series. Oh, he's $80. He's $80. The vintage
what?
collection is $46.99. Yeah,
Does he
the
come with a
Black.
diorama piece or anything?
I don't think so.
So I got Jabba with Salacious Crumb with that like platform that he's on for I think $60.
No, he doesn't come with
Right.
that piece.
And that was just like last year.
Yeah, it doesn't come with any of that. None of that.
Actually, no, that was this year that I got that.
So a lot of these Black Series. All right, I will skip. Ahsoka and R Trooper Jesse. Another redo of the Troopers. It's almost like you can get the 2-pack and just instead of getting this, like you're only doing is getting Ahsoka, a younger Ahsoka, younger
Is
looking
that Black
Ahsoka.
Series or vintage?
This is Black Series.
Oh, okay. Some
Yeah,
even with the packaging, sometimes I can't even tell the difference when they're showing the pictures.
I know that's the hard part about it. Like I'm like, is this Black or Black Series or is this vintage? I can't tell half the time. I don't know. I do apologize for them. Let's get more something because it's Black Series. I mean, there's not. I hate to say it, but it's not much. You know. Gar Saxon, the Clone Wars. I
Yeah,
didn't see.
like this is stuff that they do in Black Series in the packaging that they try to like make it look like you're getting more accessories, but all that stuff is like necessary for the figure.
Yeah, it's cool. Got the Mandalorian helmet. See, just he comes with just a helmet, a booster pack, and 2 guns. Like I would like to have a little bit more. I have not watched Maul Shadow Wars. So I don't know who
Yeah,
it
me either.
is.
So behind on like a lot of shows.
Yeah, same here. Same here. But Dad,
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there watching Star Trek from the '60s.
I'm sitting here watching Columbo, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It's just weird. Like this is a character that comes with barely nothing. Like a bandana, excuse me, like a mask, kind of like a half bandana, and then a Gatling gun. That's it. Shadow Lord, Mandalorian, Super Commando, Kerbis. Again, a helmet and 2 guns. That's it.
You know which one got me a while back was Saul Guerrero. I think he was like a deluxe figure, and all he came with was like a stick.
Yeah, like how is that deluxe? Then we got Merrick, who just comes with the lightsaber hilt and a lightsaber, and that's it.
Yeah, and they break up the lightsaber, the blades from the hilt to make it look like you're getting more accessories.
Yeah, at least they didn't give him trigger hands. I'll give him that. At least they didn't give him trigger hands. So it's one step forward. Oh, Mother Talzin. So she's from Clone Wars. Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't even remember that.
I didn't make it. So like I went online and tried to watch the Clone Wars in order, and I got so far. I think I stopped after the movie.
I binge watched the whole show, and that might be why I don't remember it because probably a lot of stuff just blended.
Yeah. Here's Roto. He comes with, it looks like 2 blades, 1 broken, and then 2 axes, and then some hands. I don't know if that constitutes $80.
Throw an extra figure into the pictures to make it look like you're getting more.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, and then like when you turn them to the side, like because of the belly paint, you get like that hard break.
it's really, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like I've never actually seen him outside of Clone Wars, so I don't really know if he goes sideways.
So the funny thing is about it is I forget where he was. Like you see him like really early in another series, but he's a baby.
Yeah, that's in Clone Wars.
That's the first time you see him. That was it.
Yeah, because I think there's an episode where he gets kidnapped and
Yep.
like they have to help the Hutts to like avoid like a big political thing.
Yeah. And that basically it's the same thing in Mando and Grogu. Literally, it's almost like the same thing, which is the sad part about it. Go over Hasbro's. Some stuff I did love. Some stuff I didn't really pass on. It didn't really tempt me. But the
I
new
still feel like I
contention.
haven't even seen all of it because
Well, here's going to be this year's new contention figure. Symbiote Spider-Man
yeah,
Maximum Series.
$60 for a repaint.
Exactly. Yeah, like that's what everybody. I agree with people. Like you could have gave us a different Peter Parker head. But he comes with.
And
I know. Sorry.
they probably could have waited to do this a little bit longer and did like a different maximum figure.
Right. Yeah.
This is probably going to be a lot of reuse.
Oh shoot. Paul says they're releasing all the figures from last season Clone Wars like 3 years too late. Shrine said it was a Clone War movie, fellas. Oh, sorry. Thank you. So it was the movie. Okay. Because I do remember seeing a movie, and I couldn't remember if it was a movie or the episodes. So thank you. Paul says they call him Stinky when he was a baby. Yep, that's what it was. Yes, I do remember that part. Paul also says Roto is $80. He comes with shut the F up and pay us. I like the Hellboy, but the price is ass. And he said, did somebody want to talk 40K? Unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about it. And Damon says Spectre Gadget is coming. But this one, you know what? Like I said, I'm a sucker for Spider-Man. They're gonna get me. He comes with a backpack, Spidey sense, a different head sculpt, hands, web shooting hands, the gun to take down the symbiote in the jar, and a Peter Parker head. I can't remember what's in the back though of here.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get this, but like it would have been cool to see a different maximum character before getting this.
Yeah, everybody was like saying Maximum Doom.
Yeah, I was hearing a lot of Maximum Captain America.
Yeah, I don't know how you really make Cap maximize because like what would you really give him that would be maximized?
Probably like like a few different heads of like a few different shield effects.
Yeah, I guess. So yeah.
Like I forget the gamer versus. Does he have a diaphragm joint, or is it a crunch?
I think he had both, if I remember correctly. My other, he's sitting over here, and I can't remember, like he's under a pile of figures right here.
'Cause I remember they finally gave him the butterfly joints.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I had him over here close to me, but no, he's over there. I think that's what's that sewer lid that he's swinging around with his web. So he comes
Yeah,
with a lot of web. And then we get to the next Gamerverse figures, Iron Man. It's going to be a 2-pack with a spiral, and then we get a pink Shumagura. I can deal without the pink one. I got the green one. I'm good.
What are they gonna do with this Iron Man that's different from the last two that they did of this character, this same suit?
Somebody said something was different. I think the articulation in it, but I don't know for sure. Because I remember somebody asking like, what's different with this Iron Man? I think they said some of the articulation is a little bit different.
It's funny because I think all the Gamerverse 2-packs, I like out of the ones I bought, I sold off one of the figures in there.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. But I think with this Iron Man, you can clip the shield onto his arm.
It's like if I were to get this one, I'd probably get it for Iron Man and then sell Spiral.
Yeah, like honestly,
I'm
like
not
both
a
these
big fan
figures,
of those colors.
but the thing is, like both these figures we just recently got.
Yeah.
Like the Iron Man comes with a different set of hands, which is not bad. Spiral actually comes with more hands than the other one.
Well, relatively speaking, Iron Man has more
Yeah, I don't know.
because he's only got 2 arms.
Yeah, this one I don't know. This one's iffy for me. Like I
It
want
might be like a discount purchase if anything,
yeah, because I just
and it
want the
might
pointy
be
figure
dependent on
shield.
the articulation.
It does look a lot more shiny. Like the red looks a lot more shinier than the other one. And then I don't now this one I didn't understand like
Yeah,
why give us this 2-pack?
that Wolverine looks almost as ugly as the Kith one.
It looks like the Kip one.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first, and then like I got a zoomed in view of it, and I was like, oh,
It literally looks like the same one, but I think you switch the claws out to bone claws.
are those bone claws?
So in the one picture, he did have bone claw. I'm trying to
Yeah.
see if so they don't so they don't show it in the other ones, but when he's doing his Berserker Barrage or his X, I forget what it's called, the X move. See, he has bone claws there.
Oh yeah,
So I would assume like that you get 2 sets of hands, like one's regular claws and one's bone claws, because these are regular claws here. Yeah, it's trying to say this Wolverine has a bone claws. Paul says I don't have that spiral, but I have that Tony Stank. I'm gonna still call him Shumagorath, Paul. I don't care what anybody says. I am down for this Black Panther.
yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Because you could actually have him as either T'Chaka or T'Challa.
Does he come with like the fully masked head?
Yes.
And this looks like a different body than the Vulcan, right?
It does.
It looks beefier.
It does look beefier. And I noticed it did change. So necklace is like not movable. It's stuck where it's at.
Yeah, it's on. Because I would get this and get rid of the Vulcan body one because I love that figure, but I like
Yeah.
this beefier one with the necklace.
And they did give him a new Infinity Gauntlet too. Because that's not the same one that came with Adam Warlock.
I can't really see it too good. Does this one have claws?
I think it does. Like the kind of like the fingers are a little bit pointy. See, I know everybody's saying like another T'Challa without a no unmasked head, like Streisand. I got unmasked head from
The
Brian.
Shield pack.
What's it? Who?
The Shield pack.
No. Shoot. Now I forget his name on Instagram. I'll have to find it. My name's Brian. I think that's his Instagram name. My name's Brian. Like I got the T'Challa head from him, and it's amazing. I love it, and it fits right on the body too.
Yeah, what I had done was I think I got 2 of that Shield 3 pack where they have like the multiple race heads.
Mm.
So I used one of the extra heads for an unmasked Black Panther.
Okay. Brian says this Panther is on the Secret Wars Daredevil body.
Oh, okay. So it's basically a new body.
Yeah.
It's only been used once before.
Paul's asking it was the Black Panther torso Luke Cage from the cage. Looks beefy. I don't know. Who knows? But I kind of like this look because you have like give them 2 different looks. Like you have either be T'Chaka or T'Challa, which is kind of cool because T'Chaka did have the mouthpiece open, where T'Challa has the full mask on. And you do get the spear and the shield, which is really cool, and the Infinity Gauntlet. This is worth the purchase.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the magic card, but I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, same.
This Captain America is a weird one because I don't remember ever seeing this Captain America.
Yeah, it's confusing. It looks like it's 3 different types of Captain America. It merged into one.
Yeah, I don't remember what comic I ever seen this one from.
I think the top half of it looks great. And then you get to the belt and below and it just like falls apart.
Yeah, it looks like the what was the other cap that they released? The one from the game, Marvel Suit. I think it was Marvel Strike Force, whatever it was, with the Captain America with the face shield. It was supposed to be like from the future.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, and then you got the blue Power Ranger head sculpt.
Yeah, like yo, why is it like Billy? He literally looks like Billy from Power Rangers.
They made him a super soldier, but he's got poor eyesight.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that is true. Like, yo, what you say there, boy? That's okay. Yeah, okay. Cap, you still need your glasses with the super shirt? Hey, can't fix everything. The shield looks great.
Yeah. I like
I
they
wish
finally started giving full shields again.
Yeah. I wish they would have put the strap, like me, like look like it had straps on it instead of like the clip on. Because I hate the clips because sometimes that breaks. Those clips break. Let's see. Omega says, I don't know. It might be the Punisher body because this body is big. Secret Wars DD has a sculpt in the shape of a DD belt. I really like the cap. Paul says, I really like the cap. It's different enough to intrigue me. Megan says this cap needs 4 Earth mana to attack. Paul says cap is sweet. Paul says don't hate the cap. It's living out loud. Look, if you need glasses, look, I'm just sorry, man. Like if he needs glasses to see, like he's no better than Bruce Banner. And that boy got hit gamma radiation. He still needs glasses. Doom 2099, I'm happy with. You can go my 2099 collection with Spider-Man, Hulk. This would be great for me. I like Doom 2099. I did like the comic. It's funny and weird at the same time because Kate was shaped like that in the comic, but then it's like if you put a cloth cape on, can you arch it like that? But with the plastic cape, it kind of fits nicely. It's just a weird combination for me.
Oh,
a couple hands.
If a customer that does a cloth cape could think about it, I forgot which Mayfex did it, but they had to do a cape that like puffed up like that, and they put like a foam around the neck in the back.
Okay.
I think it was one of the Superman figures.
Damn, Paul, why you gotta go cuss out Doom like that? Then we got Invisible Woman. We know her as Malice. Let's just be real. It's Malice. They just didn't call her that. But they did get the mass head sculpt, which is kind of dope. I feel like, let me see. Oh, she got different hands this time. No, she still got the magic hands and the fist. Let me get your card. Hey, I keep the cards, sir. I keep the cards, Omega. I keep those cards. Keep those things on me. And this was excited for the Mole Man with the Moloids. Yeah, at least you get 2 Moloids, which is great, and they're articulated. This is amazing. You need to get 2 different head sculpts. You need 2 different head sculpts for Mole Man.
I assume this is going to be like a deluxe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This has to be.
Got to be like at least $45 probably.
I would say like 50 or 60.
Yeah, probably.
I know people are not going to want to pay that, but that's how much it's going to probably be. And it's a shame that the part about it is it's like you have to buy him to get the other like Moloids. So if you want more, you have to buy another Mole.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see if they tell the price of these. I was like I say, all in all, not bad for Legends.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. I always say with Legends, like if they show 3 to 5 things that I like, that's successful for them.
July 29th, Mole Man goes up. He doesn't have a price.
Yeah, I think Marvel does that thing where they don't talk about the price before.
Yeah.
I remember that being said before that they just never say the price until it goes up.
And then Symbiote Spider-Man is Black Suit Spider-Man is August 1st. Magic Gathering Black Panther is August 13th, along with Captain America. Avengers Twilight. Oh, so that's the story. I guess I gotta go find that book, Avengers Twilight, to see that look. Dune 2099 and Malice goes up August 13th. Iron Man versus Spiral, Gamerverse, August 27th. Wolverine and Psylocke, details coming soon, available fall 2026. And Gargantos is $64.99. Said coming soon for 2026. That's weird that they had the price for Gargantos, but nobody else.
Yeah.
Like, you know the price for Gargantos, but everybody else, you're going to have to wait and find out. Let's see. Pure Arts. Did Pure Arts? Oh, they're 116.
I did see their booth. There's a lot of statues.
Yeah. Look at that. Look Diamond Select Universe. 5 points. Stuff. Yeah, it's wag ass style boxes.
One random thing that stuck out to me was I don't know if you saw NECA did a Kiss box set from like one of their album covers.
No,
I'm like, I know Kiss like demands high royalties, so it's like you're gonna get them, but then put them in suits and not like their like wacky outfits.
Yeah, they're a weird group too. Like they're a weird group to like even bargain with. So for
Actually,
me,
now that I think about it, it might be easier to get the rights for Kiss now because I think they sold the brand.
oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot they did.
And it was for like a surprisingly low amount too. I think it's for like 120 million or something like that. And they sold their likenesses, all their music, their whole catalog.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember hearing about it, but I do think they did sell them off. Now these is what got me excited. This is what got me hyped. Was NPCs. Like these look amazing. Which I think because it's like you have back here. You have the crime boss, the camp counselor, the FBI agent. I think that's a police officer in the back. I can't remember. Behind the camp counselor.
Yeah, they had one that's it said "stay at home mom."
Yeah. Oh, an exorcist priest. Yep, there it is. Stay at home mom, SWAT officer, bank robber. Yeah, the bank robbers are gonna go fast. You're gonna need about 2 or 3 of them. Because you can usually like there's like what
Yeah,
head sculpts, and then you got what one, well, I should say one face head sculpt, and then what 4 different masks. So 4 of them.
also, by the way, the big bad guys are pretty awesome. So when we were at the booth yesterday talking to them,
Mhm.
there was a guy that had come up and he was in like one of those more advanced wheelchairs where like he had a lot going on.
Right.
And so the stuff that they had on sale for the exclusive, like they had the radioactive tick, they had bulletproof from Cops and Crooks, and they had some other stuff. And the guy, he was like looking for bulletproof, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we sold out for the day." And he's like, "Oh, so you're not gonna have any more?" And they're like, "Well, we have an allotment for every day, so maybe come back tomorrow." And the guy's like, "Oh, so what time do you think is best to come back tomorrow?" And then one of the guys from Big Bad is like, "Hold on a second," and then he just went and he grabbed one of the bulletproofs for the next day, and he's like, "Here, just take it now." He's like, "You don't have to come back tomorrow."
That's dope. That's what I'm talking about. I'm excited for these Larahama ones.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get these as well. This is why I
I was
said
saying
sorry.
they kind of look like a prototype for G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Like if you go to like Snake Eyes' origin story, like you could kind of see like Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and Stalker.
Yeah. I can see it from these characters here. But these like these make great World War II figures too. I know
Yeah.
they'll be a little bit earlier than maybe later in World War II.
Well, yeah, they're Vietnam era more.
But this is why I might have to cut out a line somewhere because look at this. Little Red, Miranda. You had the exclusive back there. I didn't know if I needed this or not. Like this is like one of those like, do you need it or do you really need it?
Yeah.
I'd rather have the color version one than the clear black one.
You know which one I kind of got? I got that I don't really know if I really needed it was the Legion's Con Clear Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Because like it makes total sense, but then I was like, I already don't like translucent figures as it is, and I just bought a completely translucent figure.
Now that one makes sense, which I understand. That one
Yeah,
makes sense.
it makes sense, but for me and the way I collect, like like I don't know why I did this.
Gotcha. The Order, none looks good. I can't tell what the name of these characters are, but they look like must buys for me. Like I probably have to get these. She looks awesome.
I wonder if they're gonna do like a soft goods uh like robe with her, because you could probably sell like a whole bunch more figures just of people that want to like make a group of nuns.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be dope. But I guess the way that they're calling her, it's kind of like you can't army build them anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know who this fish creature is, but it looks kind of dope. I don't know if he's a fish creature or reptile. And this sea creature over
This
here
is
looks
cool.
yeah. But yeah, I was super excited about these. I was really I was hoping they'd have more pictures of them, but more statues. 3-0, Toynami, Robotech, Jazz Warriors, AEW. I was hoping they had like the Mattel wrestlers on here because I wanted to see more of like what they did with Sheamus.
Yeah, he looks really good in person.
He does. And like I seen the video like Dan Toys was showing it. He looked really good,
Yeah.
and then they did the same thing with Liv Morgan as well.
Did you see
Which is-
that 2-pack that they showed off with Liv Morgan and Chucky?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like that's what they did. Like the cold on her.
Oh
So
yeah,
if you rub cold on her stomach, it shows like a scar, like a stab wound.
my intrusive thoughts almost won.
Let's see, Master Universe, Excel. I
But
guess
it's
I
funny
didn't get to
because
there.
after the panel yesterday, I was going through Ringside's Instagram and I was looking at all the reveals, and
Mhm.
then like me and Alex were just going back and forth, like I was like seeing the AAA stuff, and I was like, I'm in tears right now
All right, so let's do.
because it reminded me of like that first hour of Nitro every week.
Oh yeah.
Because like they're giving us like Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, La Parca. That's cool. When they did the signing yesterday, we walked by the Mattel booth, and like they were up on a platform so you could see who was there, and it was Danhausen, Mr. Iguana, CM Punk, Lash Legend, Sam Roberts,
Yeah, I did.
and Rey
Yep.
Mysterio.
Because CM Punk was like, yeah, he's like, you bit me. And then AJ gave him gave the iguana a kiss. Where is it? Let's see. Where is it? Did you get pictures of it? Go through the pictures you sent. You took. So we got the 1/6 scale.
Mondo, those freaking turtles.
Yeah. How big was that shredder that they had there?
So he's probably the whole line is 1/6 scale, but the turtles are not 12 inches; they're like more like 10 inches because like they're
Okay.
shorter. So I think it's kind of hard to tell because Shredder was up on a riser, so I think he's probably around 12 inches.
Gotcha.
And then so we were talking to Brandon yesterday. So like the premise behind this line is if the movies had continued after Secret of the Ooze and they continued that story. So, yeah, those frogs right there, those are actually the Punk frogs.
Oh wow.
So he said the story behind that was like everybody kind of looks down on Michelangelo being the youngest,
Mhm.
and then he finds the frogs and adopts them, and like he's like their big brother.
Okay. Damn, that shirt looks good.
Yeah, the Raphael's cool. I don't know if you saw the picture from the panel, but I think one of the pictures shows he has like a Casey Jones mask.
Yeah, hey, this one here.
But yeah, in the panel they showed him fully dressed, and he actually comes with like a trench coat too. So
Oh,
like
really?
you put the Casey Jones mask head on him and the trench coat, and he looks insane. And then that armor that he's got, it can come off also,
Okay.
so he could just be like a regular plain turtle, which is actually how I have my Donatello displayed, like kind of just plain. And I use the whited out eyes
Right.
because the heads work like the NECA heads, where you could split the top half and the bottom half, and then you
Mhm.
could switch between the pupil and no pupil eyes.
Okay. Yeah, they do look good.
And shout out to the customer service too, because my Donatello out of the package, he had 2 left hands.
Right.
So I messaged them, and they messaged me back like the next day, and they're like, "Okay, we're sending you out the right hand."
That's good service. Paul said, at least they added the Great Luchador and AAA Dirty Down. The new Dirty Dom looks good. The new, I think it's the Ultimate, looks very good. Paul said,
Yeah, a lot of the ultimates that they showed were amazing.
yeah,
Like Mr. Perfect and British Bulldog, and that Booker T that he's like crying.
yeah, I did see that one. I didn't see the Mr. Perfect or British Bulldog, but I did see the Booker T one.
And then did you see it's in Elite, but they showed Stone Cold in the bedpan McMahon outfit.
Yes, yes.
I'm so curious to see if they're gonna actually do events. Because
Yeah,
like TKO, they're kind of like right now on like a weird spot where because I
yeah.
don't know if you've seen the lawsuit stuff
Oh yeah, yes, yeah,
where basically they already knew that they were gonna buy WWE before it even went up for sale.
yep,
But like in the picture, they were very careful to crop Vince out of it. But it kind of doesn't make sense to do that Stone Cold without Vince.
yeah. Very true. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And then they even managed to work Danhausen into the Monday Night Wars line. I was like, they're really banking on him as much as they can.
Yes, they are. They are really they are going hard on him.
Like, what did they announce yesterday? Like 3 new Danhausen figures?
I'm not sure. I didn't see what the announcers. I just seen I guess it was preview night where they it was damn toys. He was just showing like everything in the case.
Yeah, I think they showed off an Elite, an Ultimate, and the version where he's dressed as Stone Cold.
Okay. Yeah, I did see this. They did show this. They had the Stone Cold in the case. The one where he's dressed up as Stone Cold, but I think that was it. It was like a prototype. I think it was of it.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. But dang, the cell is going all in on these Star Trek figures. Like this.
So if you go back to the first couple of pictures, do you see the range on their it's hard to zoom in, but the range on their elbows is insane. Like the back of their hand can pretty much touch their shoulders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it like kind of almost like on Spock. And yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab Sulu when I go back on Sunday.
I mean, they're going far into it quick because they're doing next generation as well too.
Yeah, so the first 2 waves are like a mix of different series and movies. And then it seems like starting wave 3, they're gonna start like doing like crews from a certain series.
Yeah, even doing Captain Janeway, really?
And then in wave 3 they announced a special 2-pack where it's Gene Roddenberry and Lucille Ball.
Wow.
Because I never knew that Lucille Ball basically like made Star Trek happen.
I heard somewhat of a story, but I don't really remember what the whole story was to it.
Because basically Star Trek was like they were shopping the show around and Desilu picked it up and they aired the pilot and it didn't do well, but Lucy, she really liked the idea of Star Trek and like the story behind it.
Right.
So she wrote a letter to the board of Desilu saying like she really believed in the project and she wanted it picked up. So then like they picked it up for a season, didn't really do well. And then she like wrote another letter and fought for another season. And then at that point, she couldn't fight for it anymore because ratings were low and the production prices were too high.
Right.
So they cut it after 2 seasons. But she was like really like a champion for the show.
Oh wow.
And like her and Gene Roddenberry became like lifelong friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the Sulu I want to grab tomorrow or Sunday.
Wow, that bridge.
And I like that they're doing it in parts.
Yeah, it's nice that they're doing it in parts. But man.
Because I was watching an interview where Brian said that the reason that they're doing it modular is like, A, it's big, B, it's pricey. And he's like, maybe people don't want the whole thing. He's like,
Yeah,
maybe they're good with like just like a piece of it in the background. Maybe you just want the captain's chair.
which makes
So
sense.
I think he said the plan is to do like one part of it every 3 months.
Okay.
And I think he said each part is probably going to be like around $100.
Yeah, yeah.
And he wasn't
Me.
like firm on pricing. He said like that's kind of what he was thinking. Is like it could be less,
Okay. This
but he said like doing it that way gives you time to like not have that big hit all at once.
right. Then we got some more Big Bad Word Shop. We got some Tick, Long Box
Yeah,
Heroes.
I think I'm pretty much all in on this line. Like I'm not gonna get the radioactive tick, but I think the rest of these figures I'm in on.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that they'd have the regular one on for sale at the booth,
Hmm.
but it's already in my pile of loot. So, when I get home, I can just ship that.
There you go. And then next got Sesame Street, got Big Bird. And Joe's favorite Oscar the Grouch he's been waiting for.
This is cool. I'm not exactly sure how they're gonna do it, but I think you can move around inside the can
Oh,
because
really?
you could take his arms off and put him deeper in the can, or you could attach the arms and change the hands out. I wonder if you could get them deep enough so that you could just see the eyes peeking out.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. And go super away.
I kind of wish that they would be faster with this line though. Like they haven't they put out like 4 or 5 figures only.
Yeah. Then we got Gonzo and Camilla.
It's another line I'm excited for.
Ugh, it's P. Bye. Oh, y'all gonna get these. Phenomena. Phenomena. Phenomena.
I think I'd seen somewhere too that NECA said that they were gonna put like the singing fruits and vegetables like in every with every figure.
Ugh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, so you got tomato, and I don't know what that's supposed to be. Well, they got some vegetables behind Gonzo. You got another tomato here with Camilla. But I gotta get this. I gotta get the Monopoly.
I hope they go deep on the Christmas Carol stuff.
We shall see.
Like I want to at least get Marley and Marley and the Ghost of Christmas Present. Yeah, the Ghost of Christmas Present. This Grimace, I think I'm gonna get it, but it looks like it barely moves. And I don't know if that's just because it's an early prototype, but so it looks like the legs move a little bit, and I think maybe the arms, but I don't even know how the hell you would articulate any more of that.
It looks like a statue, honestly. Like I thought it was just a statue.
It's weird. So they have it for the McDonald's stuff. They have like the figure mixed with a bobblehead, mixed with the Ben Cooper kids. So like it's hard to tell what's what.
Then we got some Mezco. We got Mezco Punisher. It doesn't look half bad. It looks a lot better in person.
Yeah, I have good video of it. That I'm gonna post later on. But it looks really good. This was a surprise drop, and I don't know if you saw who got the reveal on this one.
No, I didn't see.
Good friend of the show, Machu.
Oh, yeah. This one, again, this is like one of those ones. It's like,
Yeah, I didn't need it. I skipped on it.
Yeah, this one I'd rather have.
Yeah, I skipped on this one too, but it is really cool.
Yeah,
It's just I don't do anything with the other Doc Knocks I have, so
exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel.
so I pre-ordered my Letterman, but I was kind of surprised that yesterday when we were leaving, they still had like 6 on hand and there was no line left. so I could have literally just walked up and bought it.
Yeah. You got some Samurai Jack. Gotta get back to the past. Saying who won Jack? We got some Conan the Barbarian Pitfire.
And I don't know if you saw, they revealed another new Arnold Conan today.
Oh, good lord!
It's the thief version.
Oh, right. See, this
Some of these figures are older, but they were posed up so awesome that I just had to like take pictures of them.
Yeah, like this one, like it's the wrinkle like here. The pants I can kind of understand, but it's like the top part.
The way the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom were posed up were like incredible.
Now Thor doesn't look too bad. Hulk doesn't look too bad either. Yeah.
Like, look how cool that pose is.
Yeah. Wonder if it was KJ or D Amazing. Yeah, these look good.
And these have been out for years, but
yeah,
like this is one of my favorite poses that they had in the booth.
Yeah, that does look good.
Like I never even thought to use the beam that way.
Yeah. I didn't know it even came with a beam, but yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's bendy.
Oh, that's
and so is the light post is bendy too. It has a bendy wire inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, both on these looks amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget who does what, like posing wise, because I know Paige does a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
D does a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he does all of them, but the dioramas that they use in the front of the booth, Paige usually makes those too himself.
Yeah, I remember him saying that. Yeah. Let me get some more NECA, some DuckTales. Woo!
Yeah, I can't wait for these.
Gizmo Duck.
Actually, seeing Scrooge reminds me yesterday. So me and my brother and Henrock, we were down at the gas lamp trying to get some food, and there's like a big pile up in the street, and we're like, "What the hell's going on? Like, why aren't people moving?" And then my brother looks over at one of the buildings, and like, "Oh, look, it says Scrooge and Marley." I was like, "That's kind of weird timing for like, why would you theme something Scrooge and Marley in July in California?" And then like later on, we're kind of coming back to the house and kind of scrolling through Instagram. Apparently, as we were walking by, Johnny Depp was coming out of that building dressed as Scrooge.
Oh, wow.
So that's why there was a big pile up, because people were stopping to take pictures.
Figure Report's got some in-art action going on. We got Batman. Absolute Batman. I'm just curious how this thing, like Ab Crunch, is going to work. Do that, yeah. Yeah, White Knight Batman, which looks good. Alex Ross, Superman.
These I'm curious about, because I'm such a big fan of Alex Ross's artwork that these might be the first in-arts that I get.
This Superman does not look, those eyes on that Superman, that chest.
Yeah, the thighs mess up for me, but I don't know. Like,
the head sculpt's great. It's just the chest and the thighs. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Eesh.
Because I think the suit is maybe a little too tight. Or no, it's not even like a cloth suit.
Yeah, it's the way they did the thigh, like this part here. Like, it's just really weird.
Although I think I'd have to see it in person, because like those SHF Gamerverse figures, I didn't like the thigh cuts on those either. But yesterday I was playing with Cheney's Wolverine, and I think I got sold on the figure. I think I want to buy it now.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Like it feels so good in hand, and then the colors pop.
Then we got some more Batman from not Arkham Knight, Arkham. I forget which game this is.
Arkham City or
No,
Arkham Origins.
yeah, Arkham Origins. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, Deathstroke. Yeah, Batman Arkham Origins. Get the Joker.
I feel like I've been wanting to get in on some in art stuff, but I'm like, I have so many Batman figures from other companies.
Exactly. Like, see, like this looks fine. Like the thighs, if they did the thighs like this, it would be fine.
This I think looks like people were really hyped about this on preview night.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know
I
if I
think
want.
because a lot of companies have kind of missed the mark a little bit on the patents in Batman. Like there's
Yeah,
always something a little bit off.
but I think LPZZ is making one too, and I don't know, and I'm torn between that one.
That actually maybe that's the one that I'm thinking about that people were going crazy over the other day.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so torn on it. Um, yeah, here we go. Some more in art. There's Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I might have to get these too. Right now I have the Super 7 ones and like it's a huge difference.
Right. Yeah. Got Arnold from Terminator.
Henrock was telling me that these Terminator figures were like really nice and beefy, like a little bit bigger than the Mafex.
Oh, really? I don't know who this character is, so I forgive me. I don't know who like half of these characters are that we're getting to now. And then Sun Wukong from Black Myth Wukong. Another character from Black Myth Wukong.
Pretty cool pose for a big figure.
Yeah, I don't know who this character is either. Couldn't even tell you.
It looks like you're gonna break it. Hold it wrong.
And then at the Hong Kong Animation Comic Game, Savage Crucible showed off some more figures themselves. Again, the bear. They show up Knight, the dogs, and the armor for them. The Knights look really cool. Like I love the look of the Knights. Then you see Death Dealer with his horse and Kublai Khan. I've seen some people look like they're getting charged for the Death Dealer now. The bear looks cool.
Yeah, it's a good form for it. Like,
Yeah, I think when we talked to Rob, it did have, like, I think this one's going to have the jaw that moves.
and it's actually funny today when we were at the zoo, we were looking at the different types of bears, and like, I never really thought about the different shapes of bears. Like,
Yeah,
so like the Mythic Legion one has like a shorter neck, and it's like more burly, where that one's got like a longer neck and a smaller head.
right. These Knights, oh my goodness. Savage did it with these Knights. They look amazing. I don't remember even seeing this guy, but he looks awesome as well. And the armor for the dogs. A closer look at Kublai Khan. Some of them that have already been released. I'll take a look at Laura real quick here.
This was funny. So last night, Adam kept calling her Laura Croft because he's like, it looks like somebody that's cosplaying Lara Croft. So he kept calling her Laura Croft. He's like
I
something just is just off about the face.
It looks fun to me. I mean,
I like it a lot. I'm
yeah.
like I've never really been super into that game, but like I'm aware of it enough that I'd like a figure of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I will love to have
And
figured
it's interesting that they put her in GI Joe.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. Like I was like, yeah, that's a G.I. Joe line. Like just not have her by herself.
Yeah, because like not only is she in the GI Joe blister, but I don't know if you saw in like one of the straps that's on her. It's got the GI
Yes,
Joe logo on the patch.
yeah, I did see that. One thing before we get out of here, Acid Rain figures did go for pre-order, so you can get them on Chosen Prime. You get the Marine Trooper, and these are the 1/12 ones, which look amazing. They're fantastic. Like these are some dope figures. And then Jack, you can also get. These figures look so good. I can't wait till these come out. And then Bob. Which is great. Like you can make two figures out of Bob too. So you can make it like a second soldier and Bob himself. I might get another Bob figure. Damn it. Yeah, I gotta get another Bob figure. But nice thing about these two, like I guess they're listening to because they actually gave some extra hands to these figures.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so
I
like
hadn't
this
bought
one,
any. Did they only come with one set of hands in the beginning?
yeah, that's like they just come with the default hands that they have, like the whole guns, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But with like this one, like Bob comes with extra set of hands, and then like the Marine Trooper comes with extra set of hands. And I think Jack comes with extra set of hands too, which is that was like I love them, and that's why I wish they had did from the get go was like have an extra set of hands that come with them.
Yeah.
She's overpriced, Rob says for her lore. Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
still
she
gonna
is.
get it.
Yeah.
She definitely is.
Yeah, because especially I think all the accessories are all reused too.
Yeah. Plus, his neck and Muppets got me feeling nostalgic. Feels so hard. Get a job grouch. And then Mike says, when are they making Mr. Rogers? I have no idea. Paul says Star Trek had 3 seasons, but yeah, it was way ahead of its time for a lot of reasons. Definitely. Mike says, I want that UE Mr. Perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
You do too.
And he's got one of my like 2 favorite Mr. Perfect singlets.
Yes.
The orange one and the aqua blue one are my favorites.
Yeah, there was a couple.
And then number 3 is probably the yellow.
There's a couple of those WWE figures I wanted. I seen. I was like, "Tag on!" I do want the new ring. I want the Netflix ring.
Yeah, see, like I kind of want the Paul Heyman, but I don't want the ring.
I want the ring and I want the Paul Heyman. That's the thing. Like I want both. So I was like, "Tag on!" I was like, I may have to actually get that.
And then they already dumped like a whole bunch of pre-orders yesterday too. They did the Coliseum Collection, Natural Disasters, which they did a genius thing by giving them soft goods also.
Yeah,
so, like
I do remember seeing that.
The sculpt is Earthquake and Typhoon, but Typhoon has the soft goods to make him into Tugboat.
Gotcha.
And then Earthquake soft goods just make him like street clothes Earthquake. But then they dropped like a whole bunch of new Elite waves and like Build-A-Figure waves with like the Build-A-Figure Armando Estrada and Harvey Wippleman.
Yeah, they did show that. I did see those in the video, the YouTube video I was watching yesterday. I mean today. I did see it today. So yeah, I did see the Harvey Wippleman. I was like, dang, I got buy all these figures just to get Harvey. I'm like,
Yeah, it's I didn't pre-order them yet because I don't want any of those figures.
I think only I would keep one out of that wave, but that's it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember exactly who's in it, but for most of them, I was like, I'm not really interested in these figures, but I
yeah,
want to build a figure. Like, I'd love a Harvey Wimbledon or and a Armando Estrada. I need him to go with my Ultimate Umaga,
makes sense.
but now I got to buy another Umaga to get a piece to build the Estrada.
Definitely. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you to Vincent for coming out and hanging with us, and talking to us about some dial making process of it and how you can make your own as well. Dom, thank you for hanging with us and giving us the 411 on SDCC, and being the number one IA reporter and co-host to the show. Appreciate you.
There's gonna be more stuff coming. I got more pictures to take, more pictures to post. I have a ton of videos to post. I'm even gonna post stuff from the zoo.
Hey, do it. I'm for it. I want to see what the zoo looks like.
It's gigantic. Like I mentioned before the show, we got there like before 10 a.m. and we left home we got back to the hotel at 4 p.m.
Woo.
and it was only like a 10-minute drive.
Hey, you had a good time at the zoo then. Good time at the zoo.
And we didn't take the bus, like, because there's a bus that goes around the zoo that like gives you like a guided tour, and we literally walked the whole thing.
Oh wow.
And like I mentioned when we started the show, I walked so much I put a hole in my pants.
All right, sir. Well, get some rest for tomorrow. It's gonna be the closing of the show. I will be back next week with another guest. So tune in, find out who that's gonna be. Because they're hosting their first con coming this October. So it's gonna be interesting. Something interesting and different con. I'll tell you that much.
Is it D Blake and his beef jerky con?
What's that?
It's D Blake and his beef jerky con.
It's more for adults only con.
Yeah, it's a jerky con.
Maybe. All right, folks. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. If you're at San Diego Comic Con like Dom is, have a good time and enjoy. Take a lot of pictures and hang out with some friends and make some new friends.
Yeah, and tomorrow night, today's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow night at the Punch Bowl Social, if you're in San Diego, is the Mezco meetup.
Okay, dope. Take lots of pictures. And always, as to forget, if you're new here, please like, subscribe. Appreciate it. And if you want to get some dope shirts, you can get this dope shirt that I'm wearing off the website that's linked in the description. We buy together. We are brought together. I don't know if it's going to get it, but toy community for life. So grab a shirt. It's on TeePublic. Appreciate y'all. Have a good evening.